bienvenido al stream. Yo soy Mythical Dragyn y
¿Y?
No, you ruined it. It's me. Never mind. I give up. You ruined it. You ruined it.
I did. My bad.
I didn't finish my sentence.
It's pretty good though. It was pretty good. Me. Oh shit! I don't know Spanish. I'm not even gonna try.
Me.
But me. Hey guys, Fanwait's here. I'm joined with
Dragyn.
and we are doing, or it's been a while. It's been a hot while. Well, hot while because it's kind of sweating in my room. But we are doing Let's Talk and Talk.
Red.
I look very red because I am using my webcam again. I brought my webcam back home from the Central Valley from my parents' place, and my lighting is still shit. So I have a lot of backlighting with me, and not so much good front lighting. So I look very low red, except I'm not this red.
Look at you using emojis in your announcement tweet.
I don't know why. It felt right to do that.
Amazing. Look at
Live
you go.
now.
Someone liked me? Ooh.
Ooh.
You a creepy boy. We not here for creepy white boys. Mm-mm. Goodbye.
That.
What are we doing? The Mexican.
Me just want to. I don't know which Mexican dance are we doing.
One where you put a sombrero on the ground and you have to dance around it.
Oh. Ooh.
No.
Meanwhile, all I could think of is Macarena La Cucaracha, even though the latter I don't think is a dance.
No. But La Cucaracha, don't get me started.
I thought you were about to sing it with that line specifically. It's like, don't get me started.
La Cucaracha, don't let me get started.
It's never a dull day on Truck and Talk Fridays, or just Truck and Talk in general. But yeah, it's been a hot while. I've been slacking / busy with stuff and always been tired.
Slacking.
Dragyn has been actually busy for the past couple of weeks.
Very.
Up to the very, like actually, because she had to deal with finals for students, amongst many other things.
Still dealing with finals. They have
Still
one
dealing with
more finals on the 27th. Ugh.
And then it'll be done.
No, because I have to be in at school on the 28th, and I have to be in the school in the morning on the 29th, and then I get to go for a year-end luncheon because the assistant principal basically met with me and was just like, Violet, we realized you messed up your smart find. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, we ended it a day short. On your contract, it says the 29th, and we want you to come into the year-end luncheon, so you're coming. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's so cute.
Sure.
That's pretty amazing, actually. To be like, yeah, you need to come.
Yes.
Ah, you would too. I was trying to avoid that, and
Look,
it
I'm
happened
on
to
a
become
date.
anyways.
You can't. My red panda cannot hear this kind of language, or he'll get the wrong ideas.
It's just the correct word "come." We both reacted the same way. I hate it. I love it. I can't. Such a good night.
Oh no, I'm breaking.
This is beautiful. I love it. Anyway, I don't know how to continue from that.
Yeah, they wanted me to enjoy the year end and be thanked amongst the rest of the staff.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty amazing, actually. So it's like at least you're being acknowledged and thanked for your obviously hard work in terms of getting your Spanish students all the way through the end of the year. So there is that. Again, I applaud you, congratulate you for that. Because my God, still, I'm always surprised of what things you've managed to do, and able to pull it off.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way, but able to pull it off.
I did the shit.
That's a way to put it. I did the shit.
What? If you make it sing-songy, it's better.
It's true, actually.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. Oh, I forgot to do this. I'm gonna make your text thingy go off.
Oh
Alright.
boy. Oh boy, it's been already that long, huh? Oh yeah, it has. Holy shit.
There we go.
There
Yeah,
we go.
I need to hear it.
A mythical Dragyn just resubscribed for 19 months. I also did the shit for this YW.
Oh my god.
I love the autocorrect. I love the
shit.
sheet for this
This
YW.
way of you. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I love it. Thank you, Dragyn, for the 19 months of tier 1.
I realized there's an awkward silence there during all that. Sorry, I just was like, I need to hear.
I know we both like I paused for a bit and it's like I want to hear this and I just started laughing after, but there was like a little bit delay because obviously live delay. I don't really stream. Secondly, I mean I probably could, but I probably shouldn't. But yeah, so we had to wait a little bit, and you get to get her reaction as well. Oh my god, that's beautiful. But yeah, thank you so much for the tier 1.
Mm-hmm.
That was a long segment to just say, well, thank you.
I'm mythical dragon.
Mythical Dragon. I'm going Indian even though it's Filipino.
Yeah, why?
I
Wrong.
don't know.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Incorrect.
It's okay, I can go into Espanol anytime.
I see, like, I should just go Espanol because it's.
Although that
I'm
almost
going
went
Indian.
Italian. You got to be careful, or else you'll go into Italiano, and we don't want to go into Italiano.
That'd be we'd be in conflict.
We need to be.
I can't.
Nope.
that almost killed my throat just doing. But no, I can't.
It's okay. Está bien, porque yo hablo en español muy bien, entonces no more, no más. No more Spanish. That's it. There you go.
Oh,
There's
okay, so
your
that's what
little
she said.
piece.
I'm just like, I'm trying to context clue this shit. It's like, I think I got it. No, I didn't.
Yeah, the whole thing was just like, I was like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to speak in Spanish because I know how to speak in Spanish, but I'm not going to do anymore. No more. No más. No más. No más hablando en español. Pero.
Oh no.
Here I am, still speaking in Spanish. We're gonna stop that. But hey, there's proof that I can do it, and I can. Aha. If anyone had any doubt before, now you don't. Why are you in Italy?
Cause that was where we last left off.
Oh, that's right. You
actually.
can't go to Spain yet. Ugh.
Yeah. Actually, I'm curious. Is it ever available? Has it been available? Nope, still not available.
Rude. You need to go to the. What is it called? Because Spain and Portugal are technically what?
Ooh, that looks like fun.
Spain and Portugal. Is it a peninsula? No.
Yes.
Key something?
Technically, it is a peninsula.
Yeah, we need to go to the peninsula of. I know what it's called, but I can't think of it right now. Because the whole peninsula has a full name. I don't remember what it's called right now.
Oh.
That's because I'm mad. I'm gonna Google it.
You gotta
Google.
need to know. Need to know. Okay, words.
Name of the Spanish Portuguese
Peninsula.
Penis Island.
Penis Ula.
The Iberian Peninsula.
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes so much
Iberia!
sense. Iberia! That's just because it's a historical name, right? Like,
Yes.
Iberia. Okay.
See.
See.
Do you want to know why? Do you want to do a deep dive here? Are we going to do a unique history right here, right now? Yeah!
As to why it's called Iberia, even though it's Spain and Portugal. Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Comprising most of their territory, as well as a small area of southern France, Andorra, and Gibraltar.
Keep forgetting Gibraltar somewhere in there.
Yes. It's one of the little thingy. It's the little thing. Yeah,
The little
words.
thingy.
The name Iberia is a noun adapted from the Latin word Hiberia, originating in the ancient Greek word Iberia, used by Greek geographers under the rule of the Roman Empire to refer to what is known today in English as the Iberian Peninsula. That taught me
That is
nothing.
too much. That is too much history.
At that time,
Greek,
the name did not
Roman,
describe.
English, Spain. It's hard to say with a straight face.
Okay, wait. At that time, the name did not describe a single geographical entity or a distinct population. The name was used for the Kingdom of Iberia, natively known
Oh.
as Kartil in the Caucasus, the core region of what would later become the Kingdom of Georgia. It was Strabo who first reported the delineation of Iberia from Gaul by the Pyrenees and included the entire landmass southwest, he says west, from there. Haha, he got it wrong, nerd. With the fall of the Roman Empire and the consolidation of Romanic languages, the word Iberia continued the Roman word Hiberia, and that doesn't tell me what it means.
It came from the root word. Is basically what it's trying to tell us.
I'm gonna look up what Hiberia in Greek means. Here we go. Hiberia meaning in Greek. No, no. Don't actually put a whole article in Greek for me.
Hey Google,
No.
what's the meaning of Iberia? I'm just gonna go straight for it. This doesn't help me. This is the same information that you just shared.
Incestuous? No. Hiber. The Greek word noun. It just is a noun. It's just the name of the thing. There's no special. Why?
There's no special history about it. That's
That's gonna
ancient
make me
region.
very sad right now. Oh, here we go.
Hey
That's up.
Google, why is it called Iberia? Oh my god, I was about to crash. No,
Why
not
is it-
variable, you dumbass. Hey Google, why is it called Iberia? I don't know why I put it. Oh, here we go. Its name derives from an ancient inhabitants. I'm about to crash. Let me make a turn. Who the Greeks called Iberians, probably for the Ebro, Iberius, the peninsula's second longest river after the Tagus.
Well, look at
Interesting.
that. Your Google machine understands you better than me.
Google AI is going to rule the world, and we're going to be fucked if it could give
No.
better information than a human.
Mm.
Any human.
Hey, it was a computer that I was trying to get information from. How dare?
But even then, it's like, why did Google fail to do that? But then Google AI is just like, oh yeah, let's give you the answer. So stupid.
No.
But yeah, anyways, after about like 13 minutes of being stupid about Spanish and our location of driving and the history of Iberia, yeah, hi, it's been 2 weeks since I've last streamed. I've kind of explained it already. Been mostly lazy, but also a little bit tired as well from work. And also last week I went back home to do a little bit of planning. So I don't know how I want to start this, because it's like work, at least in the past 2 weeks, has been mainly the same. Nothing too crazy, except I had some fun altercations with people of the internet. Because even though we are a software company that deals with the people of the internet, mainly businesses, but I had one fun conversation with someone who wanted to handle their business of wood, and I'll leave it at that. Unfortunately, this week I never got back to him again, so I guess he managed to figure it out somehow. He managed to figure out all 9 inches of his wood. There we go. But yeah, like I've never had a dull story in terms of like, or a dull time in terms of work. Like always got some really interesting people who are like either a little bit frustrated with what's going on with their system, and we try our best to help them, or having a fun time because why not? But aside from that, work has been it's been pretty decent. We've been always like I just been very productive, especially at the office. Talking to coworkers and conversing with them, collaborating with them to make work go by that much better. Um, Also, I guess like on a random aside, I managed to get my whole almost the whole support department, and then a little bit to do a boba tea run
Mm.
during work because um, outside of summer solstice, which was the hottest day of San Francisco for the year, so stupid. The day after, it actually cooled down a little bit. It was like tiny bit warm, but not as warm as that day. And we decided to. I decided, or actually, mainly me. Basically, after lunch, I said, "You know what? This is really good weather. I, for whatever reason, want some boba." And I just told this to a coworker. I was like, "Hey, you know what? We should probably do this." Also, hi, Kyo. Welcome, welcome.
Hi!
Welcome to the N Talk FRIYAYs.
It's
Look at
been a
this.
while.
It's been a hot while for 2 weeks. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having at least a decent night now.
She's a maniac. Yes. I mean, I'm a maniac, not you.
You're
Sorry.
a maniac, man. I mean, to be fair, the first 13 minutes of the stream was beautiful. So, yeah, like I for whatever reason wanted some boba, and then boba tea. So bubble tea for those who doesn't know, like milk tea, Asian milk tea or Asian fruit teas. Um, and then my coworker was like, you know, we should probably do that. Let's ask a couple people to see who wants to jump in. And then for whatever reason, we kind of like started spreading within like our teams, and then other teams within our department. And I think basically we got a good majority of our department at the end of it. And plus like a couple people that I've definitely talked to like prior to going to the office, but it's been a while since I talked to them. So it's fun meeting like some of those coworkers as well. It's like, hey, it's been a while. I know you. We're like in our own separate departments now, in our proper departments, so we can't mingle. Ooh, so we can't mingle as often, but it was a great time to just meet up, and just kind of get updates and whatnot. But in the end, we somehow managed to get 19 orders. So we had to figure out. We as a support team had to figure out how we're gonna get 19 drinks back to the office since we're doing pickup. Um, so it took about like 5 support members to go to the boba place, pick up the drinks, which I ended up having the drinks on my lap. It was in a box though. Like for some good reasons, the place decided to pack all our drinks in a box, like a really deep box. So it held together. A bit sad, but it held together. Um, and we just slowly carried it back to the office, and then managed to distribute the tea, and then we had a nice boba tea run. Could have been a lot better. Could have been organized a little bit better, but we'll manage the organization on our next boba tea run whenever that would be. But it was really great to like say, hey, I want some boba tea, and then somehow manage to get the rest of the team on board with it. Really cool. But yeah, aside from that, a couple collaborative works, some fun times. I just like learning of like what's going to be going on for the rest of the next couple months at work, which is keep doing tickets as always. We're going to be doing a little park day here next Friday um, at Golden Gate Park. It's like a whole company-wide event, which is going to be interesting and fun. Free food and activities, I guess. So during our work hours, which I guess is a good excuse to only work for half a day and then enjoy the rest of the day. And then what I also heard from at least our department is they're doing like a team day sort of thing where we're going to be going to a barcade in San Francisco and just basically have fun and mingle the same way as well. But just only with the support team. So it'll be great to finally come to now a full team support day where everyone gets to join in, or at least a good majority of the SF team gets to join in. Because the past few of these team days has like some of them were able to go, some of them weren't due to like transportation or just not being able to get out. But now, since most of us has been showing up in the office on our 3 days a week. It's been great to it'll be great to see how well we can interact outside of work in a way. So even though it's a work event, we're not doing work. So this will be interesting. This will be cool, and I can't wait. This is gonna all be happening all in July, so this will be fun. Um, but at the same time, I also did have to have a meeting with my. Ooh, that is not the right enter button. There we go.
That's my woo.
But I did have to have a meeting with my team lead because there's a possibility I might be out of the continent by the end of this year for vacation. Yeah, so this is in the works now, and this is actually an update for Dragyn because Dragyn has always known about it first, but there's an update to this. I can now submit it. I can submit the vacation request.
Oh,
Yeah, so
look at you. Looks like that's happening then.
it is. So like I have submitted it, and it's more or less confirmed since I've already talked with my team lead about it, who has talked with our manager to see if it's possible and to see if I have enough time by the end of the year to do this. But yeah, no New York trip because I'm going to be using all my vacation hours to go with my family to the Philippines for Christmas and New Year's.
If it makes you feel better, he was gonna try to come up here for August weekend for Animathon, and he won't be able to do that now either. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been so fun. I'll think about it next year. I'll think about it. But
That's
yeah. This is more or
amazing.
less confirmed, at least in terms of the time. It's been confirmed. So I will be gone on the 20th of December, and I'll be coming back on the 11th of January. So it's a 3 weeks and a day, plus or minus a couple days. Or actually, no, I think we're gonna keep it as solid as that. Um, and then may take additional sick days to get over jet lag because fuck jet lag. Because Asia to US jet lag is the worst.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I'm definitely excited. So now once I've got that submitted, it shouldn't be a problem since it's already pre-conversed with my lead and my manager. Shouldn't be a problem to approve it by the time we get there, and I'll should have enough allocated hours to just take a straight vacation. Because initially I wasn't so sure if I had enough hours to do it. So me and my team lead were thinking of like certain plans that we could do. Say either I take unpaid time off if I didn't have enough hours by the end of it, or try to work in the Philippines for like a week or a couple days, just so I could like catch up and then not use as much vacation hours if I didn't have enough. So, but he calculated all the way to the time I would take the vacation. He says I would have enough, and that includes even the 3 days of the 3 days of holiday that we have, which is the day before Christmas, and New Year's. So this is exciting. This is really good. I haven't fully told my parents yet about this, so this is the first time everyone's hearing about it.
Damn.
I'm
Mom
gonna.
wants to be like, I will take over the stream just so you can go call your parents right now.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it as a surprise until my dad calls me, which I'll have it till tomorrow. Cause I need to have like a full sit down. But like at the same time, last week we've already kind of had the initial plan, and they do know it. Do it. Tell them now. Don't go to the Philippines. It's dangerous. I heard there's rampant butt eating. I went been there in 2019. I didn't see much butt eating. Also, hi. I didn't know both of you guys are here, but hello. Welcome
Hi.
to N Talk FRIYAY.
I take it you know meow.
Yeah, that is Hey Kathleen, can I say it? I think it's public knowledge, right? I'll eat your butt if you go. Try.
Because I was literally just about to do a mod thing and be like, I'll time you out. But now I'm like, nope, mate, they know each other. I'm going to be good.
Yeah. That's Kathleen's fiance.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting all the inside knowledge.
Making all the inside knowledge.
Actually, we're getting all the
Knowledge.
inside knowledge, considering
Cut it out, please. Hey, you have
I,
mod
you
powers. You
know,
could do it too.
I absolutely, yes, we all could. How
Yes.
do I
How
mod
do I
on
do a mod?
Wolfpack? Tap on him. No, why am I teaching this? I should. Tap on his name and you'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, huh? It is that easy too, huh?
I'm so
Hey, it's
sorry.
okay. So we need more
Meow.
people to learn how to do it.
Meow, you don't know me, but I'm sorry.
But yes. But
Call your parents. Do it. Do it.
nah, I'll wait. I'm gonna wait.
Um,
Cause it's gonna. If I do, we're gonna be chatting for like 5 minutes, and then we're not gonna have a stream. Hey, there you go.
Yay! I do have Snapchat, but that makes me scared. I don't
You
like
have what?
adding randos.
Oh,
I love Snapchat though. I love it.
I see it.
I send hand like wait like 5 minutes.
What's up? Oh shit! Oh, I'm about to crash.
I send hand a lot of snaps about D&D campaigns that I'm in.
Ooh,
Yes.
dang! Look at you.
Yes, I'm currently DMing 4 times a week now.
Oh my god, you are. 3 times a
Yeah.
week is your kids, right? But then the other one is actually.
3 times are for an actual job. 1 time is for fun. Remember my name. Sorry.
But yeah, so that's gonna be that, and then we've been planning out like having like ideas of like what we're gonna do for flights and whatnot. But that's not gonna be confirmed until my mom gets back in about 2 weeks time. Just so we're all on the same boat when it comes to booking, so we don't be like, are we sure we want to book this or anything like that? We want to be sure that like she's at least here to also acknowledge the booking, because I think at the moment it's just, I'm gonna be booking for 3, so it's me and my parents, because I'm not too sure if my brother's gonna have a job by then. There's still no news about that, but I did get like a small update. Apparently he knows how to drive because he already has a license.
But yeah, wow.
No one told us that. Like, he never told us this, but he has a license now. So he has a license. Now he can drive. Wait, what happened to brother? Oh, he's, I never told you, Kathleen. I guess.
Oh my gosh, this is a big news for Kathleen then if you haven't told.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
brother moved back from Texas to California, and, like, because he quit. He quit from his nursing job after 8 years, mainly because he's trying to, like, look for higher pay, and as well as, take a break because he's done 8 years in nursing. You never tell me anything. Well, you never asked.
Okay, do I need to come in here and do some moderation and be like, all right, now, Kathleen, your turn. How do you feel about Daryl not telling you about this news?
He can be roommates with Tony. Oh no. But yeah, no, he moved back to California because he has his California nursing license. So, I guess he finally like, I don't know if he really like fully threw in the towel or anything, but I know for the fact he's like looking for higher pay, and as much as he loved, I guess he as much as he loved being in Texas, I guess he wanted to move on, especially since it's been like 8 years now for him, working there. And I heard like there was like kind of like a little bit of like administrator trauma, so like HR stuff, which is always a fun thing. But yeah, so he quit, and then he moved here by Christmas, right before Christmas actually, and's been unemployed for the past 6 months. So like I think he is still looking for a job, but he does have his license. So what what my dad is trying to do is have him practice to drive, because okay, here we go, tangent. He's like trying to get his my dad's trying to gauge his skill in driving, because in about 2 months they're gonna be driving to Texas to 1, take a vacation, and 2, pick up his stuff. Yeah. Can he come to work with us so I can get a $5,000 referral bonus? Does he get a $5,000 bonus too? I mean, if he does, I might message. I could.
Can I get a $5,000 bonus?
I know, right? Or do travel nurse. They get paid tons. Yeah. I think my mom and a few aunts did convince him to be a travel nurse, and he's contemplating on becoming one. If he's not like thinking about like settling on a spot just yet. So he may be a travel nurse, and especially since he's going to start learning how to drive, I think that's will be a lot easier for him. So we'll see how that goes. But I don't necessarily know his exact plans yet. So basically, like again at the same time, because of that, we may not want to book his ticket as well, just in case if he does end up working by the time we get to Christmas. I think it's like a 30,000 sign-on bonus. DM me a job listing. Maybe I'll consider it. I might send it to my brother. Even though he has a California nursing license, I'll send it to him. Tell me
Oh my god.
if he dates a dying patient with lots of money, he will have lots of money. I mean, yeah, but no. It's life hack. Some only work for like 5 months of the year and they could live off that. I mean, yeah. I mean, my brother did. To be fair, it's like he's already 6 months unemployed and he still hasn't found a job. So there is that. And he doesn't get unemployment because he quit. He wasn't laid off. He quit, so he can't get unemployment. To consider that he hasn't found a job yet, something tells me he has a lot better savings than I do. Um, but yeah, so most likely, like in about 2 weeks' time, once my mom comes back from the Philippines, we'll plan out this trip. Apparently, last week when I was looking for tickets, apparently the cheapest tickets, which they're still expensive, by the way, because one, I'm flying across the Pacific Ocean. Two, it's during the holidays, so it's always going to be expensive traveling to Asia during the holidays. But we somehow managed to find the cheapest tickets to be Japan Airlines connecting through Tokyo. And then so my dad ended up joking. I was like, "Hey, we should take a mini vacation in Japan." It's like, yeah, I wish we could if it wasn't super regulated in terms of travel over there.
What do you mean?
If I remember correctly, Japan is open, but you have to do it's only open to tourists who books their travel through like a traveling company, through like a guided tour, like a tour company. Yeah, you cannot do like a free travel in Japan, like pre-COVID. Like they only accept only through like tour guides and tour companies.
I see.
Yeah, so unfortunately, like we even if it's open, even by the time December rolls around, we may not be able to freely travel around Japan, which sucks, because I think one of the layovers is not Narita, which is outside of Tokyo, but Haneda, which is pretty close to Tokyo. And if I remember correctly, Haneda Airport actually has like a little nice like sky lounge where you can go outside and see like airplanes landing and taking off, and probably some skyline, because by the time I land in Tokyo, it's gonna be nighttime. Let's all do Japan next year. I'm just about to miss my turn. Yeah. If we could at least plan it right, and maybe if I have enough vacation hours by then again, we could try. We definitely need to talk about that actually.
With you.
We'll try to plan it during December. I think that's the idea for Japan, because I think mainly in the friend group, a lot of people are like busy during during the early, like the start of the year.
Yes.
And for me, I'm definitely busy at the end of the year, as well as the start of the year, because a new version of the software always comes around the end of the year. So
Same.
it's always crazy to support. So
And
it's
for
like
teachers, it's exams.
Mm-hmm.
Before and after.
Yep.
For Canada. But
at least you'll be like done by like June, July-ish, like June, early July, something like that, right?
very late June. Yeah.
Very late June. Okay.
I mean, this year I end on the 29th, for example, so...
Oof. It's probably because of like flu season, I'm assuming, or just holiday season.
We can go... Let's go in August.
I was thinking about like July or August.
August for 3 weeks. Oh.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll see. Actually, I may have enough hours by then if we do it in August. We'll see.
That's what I was thinking of. Do it like right at the beginning of August, though. So like,
Yeah, like if not late July, early August. It's gonna be like
yeah.
hitting the clips of typhoon season, but that's fine. It's gonna be
Hmm.
humid, but it's fine as well. But yeah, so managed to find some. I'm hoping the cheap flights will still be there by the time we book it in 2 weeks, so that we can one fly a new airline and two finally connect to Japan and I can finally touch down in Japan. Yay! Typhoons are the spice of life. It's true though. I've experienced hurricanes, not typhoons, and they're technically a different breed. So,
Yeah, I had tropical storms in the UK.
ooh, it didn't really rain much in Mexico when you were down there, right?
For 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
In the entire 6 weeks I was fucking there. Trust me, it was a hot bitch down there.
Right, but no rain.
No rain.
Aw.
It sprinkled for a bit and then it moved, and we're like, no, por favor, let me go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I think it's. I mean, it doesn't. I don't believe it rain. I don't think it rains as much during the winter in the Philippines. I could be very wrong though.
You're right.
Granted, it's a tropical country and it just rains anytime anyway. So, but yeah, so that's gonna be like in the works. And then after booking the flights, which I think I'll be doing, my dad is willing to pitch in to book for accommodations, because my dad's been really insisting to stay close to where the biggest mall in Asia is. Not really the biggest mall in Asia, biggest mall in the Philippines, maybe ish. In Mall of Asia, like around that area, for the holidays. So like we could kind of like explore Mall of Asia and around the Entertainment City, which is like a little bit south of it, which is where all the casinos are at. But like just like be close around to like a lot of attractions because I believe even around that area it's not too far going to like the more prominent shopping districts like Makati, BGC, and all that stuff. Um, so it'll be cool. And plus, not gonna lie, it's kind of hell trying to trying to leave my mom's parents' place in Parañaque because, yeah, I mean the past experience has always been it takes half an hour to get onto the highway, even though the highway is literally right there. So we're trying to pretty much avoid that, and
It's gonna
like
be warm down there.
have free reign. Yeah.
No, I said it's gonna be warm.
Warm.
Like in December in Manila, Philippines, the average high temperature is 29.5 degrees Celsius or 85.1 Fahrenheit.
Yep, and it's still gonna be humid.
Yes, I was gonna get to that, but you can expect, I love this, you can expect about 3 to 8 days of rain in the Philippines during the month
Dang.
of December. It's a good idea to bring along your umbrella so that you don't get caught in poor weather. Our
Oh
weather
yeah.
forecast can give you the great sense of what to expect in the Philippines in December of 2022.
Ooh. Yeah, it's gonna definitely be t-shirts and shorts weather, and chanelas or slippers.
They're predicting that it's gonna rain the day you arrive. You're right.
It's to be expected. I mean, you know what? You know what? The funny part is I don't recall April being a dry season, but when I was there in April, like late April, early May, um, back in 2019, it never rained. No, that's a
Hmm.
lie. It did rain. But like it rained like out of like the 4 weeks it rained out of 4 weeks we were there, it rained like 2 days. That's it.
Mhm.
Usually it rains a lot more frequent than that. But we were like encountering like the one of the worst dry spells, or like one of the worst dry spells they encountered over there during 2019. So, um, but yeah, so like we're gonna get that plan. Gonna get once my mom gets back from the Philippines. Gonna get the flights booked, the accommodations booked, and then wait. Hope that knock on wood, nothing hit the fan for the next 5 months. Um, and then I will get to go. I will try my damn best now to record as much as I can when I'm there. Um, mainly, I believe we are not going anywhere outside of Metro Manila this time around. Only because for me it's 3 weeks and it's gonna be tough to like book flights to the province. I wish I'd had the time, but if I'm only given the 3 weeks in a day, I can only use that much. I'm not gonna try and extend it any further than that. So, um, I do so like that's that if that's the case, we're just gonna probably get just go around Metro Manila, visit whoever we can visit around there, and then see who else will come in and join enjoy the festivities for Christmas and New Year's, which is going to be all to heck because if I remember watching Filipino news during the holidays, all I know it gets crazy during the holidays in the Philippines, especially for Christmas and especially for New Year's as well. Um, and I get to finally enjoy that. Again, this is like I think I've told this before, but um, this was supposed to be a thing back in 2020, and then COVID happened, so that didn't happen. And since things have been opening up, I mean it's still not fully, but since things are opening up and travel has been a little bit easier now compared to the past 2 years, we just says why not? Let's try. Let's see what happens. Basically, the only constraint is my scheduling because I work now. My mom doesn't work anymore. She's retired. My dad always has been a house body, so he doesn't work. So that's not much of an issue either. And then, if my brother doesn't find a job by then, again, hopefully he does. But like, um, if he doesn't want to accept the job by then, he can then also join us, and we would have the whole family pretty easily this time around. Like no, not much, not as much constraints. The only constraint is just me. So it is definitely exciting, especially now that I can actually especially now that I was able to put down the dates and they were able to condition like pre-approve it. Basically, it's not fully approved at least within the system just yet. But at least we've like by word of mouth it has been pre-approved. Uh, and I'm definitely excited. I can't wait for this to be fully planned out, and then hopefully by the end of the year, get to do the whole shit. So at the same time, I'm like trying to think. It's like okay, cool. Since I am like preconditioned, like pre-approved to go, and I eventually get to play, like eventually be able to book the trip. Now I gotta plan for myself. Well, what the fuck am I gonna bring? Cause, well, even though I'm not gonna be working. Oh, what is this turn? Hello? Nande? Okay. Please don't tell me I went the wrong way. I followed the damn truck. Um, but, it like, what is it? Like, yeah, like, once it's like all planned out and everything, I just need to figure out what the heck am I gonna bring. Even though, again, I'm not working per se, it'd be nice to at least have like at least a more powerful laptop to not only edit, maybe able to do a little bit of gaming during the off time that we like don't go out. We just want to relax for like a day, um, and whatnot. And like maybe the terms of equipment because obviously I can't carry too much on a plane compared to like a road trip where you can carry as much as you can to fit in the car. So I've been like trying my best to like think. It's like, what do I want to get? What do I want to bring? I've been itching. Where the hell do I go? I don't. There's no space. What the heck? Oh my god, I just barely fit in here. Nope, I don't fit in here. Why are you all the way to the back? Okay. Give me a bit, guys. Ow. Skidding the wrong way. Wrong way.
Wrong way.
Where's going with this? Yeah. So like I'm trying to like figure out like equipment, maybe like figure out like if I'm gonna get a new camera, maybe a new laptop to do like videos, editing, recording, all that stuff because well my mom knows that I do YouTube. I mean that's pretty obvious now. And she's been like convincing me. It's like, so when are you gonna get like a new camera or anything like that to your vlogging? I'm just like, Good question. I don't know. Like, legitimately, Mom, that's a good question. I don't know if I want to get a new camera just yet. And ever since this is going to be popping up, it's like, man, maybe I should. um, which is like getting that ready. I do, like, I'm still very, like, even though I've managed to change out the battery on my MacBook, I am still tempted to get uh, a new laptop, at least with like a dedicated graphics card with it, just so I could do a little bit of gaming while I'm being out and about, but also like editing, maybe do a little bit of work, like if I do have enough downtime, just to kind of like update all my tickets just in case, and do all that stuff, just so I have like a little workstation on the go sort of thing. Um, and I'm just like thinking of all those things, because I don't want to like fill up my bags too much, because obviously there's a weight limit that I have to abide, so I can't carry too much. So I'm like really thinking about all these things, and hopefully I'll be able to get that all planned out, sorted out, in throughout the rest of the year, basically. So yeah, in less than 6 months' time, I'm going to be in the Philippines. It's gonna be exciting. Um, in terms of like schedules of like videos and streams and whatnot, it will be thought of as we get closer to the date. Obviously, we're still a lot of months out. I could still do a lot of things, and I could still like think about what I would want to do. So I will tell you, like, I'll update you guys on what will be the game plan as we get closer to those dates. But yeah, that's like one of like my big announcement and big update in terms of like, hey, this might be happening in the end of the year, sort of thing, and got it more or less set, more or less planned. Um, so yeah, that's work, and in conjunction and the announcement that I wanted to talk about this stream. In terms of me, yeah, I've been tired ever since coming, like like especially coming back home from work. For whatever reason, like all I want to do is eat dinner, watch YouTube videos, and sleep. Or not really sleep, nap, then mindless watch another video, then sleep. I don't have like the willpower to like try and edit some videos, so oops. Or do streams. And especially the past 2 weeks, I thought I would have it, but I didn't. So I do apologize for that. That I didn't have my utmost willpower to do some streaming or recording. So hopefully, I'm trying my best to get that better, but it's obviously that's not working out right now. So
Charlie Demelio 1098 is now following.
thank you for the follow, Charlie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the follow. I think I am at either 99 now or still not 98. I don't remember. I'm almost to 100. I've been almost to 100 for more than a year.
Aw.
Yeah. But yeah, so what was I talking about again? Fuck.
You were talking about like not making content for like the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I definitely haven't been making content for the last couple of weeks. So yeah, I do apologize for that. I will get my ass up there to get back into editing, get back to recording and all that stuff. Hopefully within the next few weekends, I'll see what I'll be doing. I do have like a couple errands to run over the weekend, so I'm gonna see if I'm gonna have any recording this week or whatnot. But I do still have content to go through and to edit. And I've kind of explained that on my update video that I did upload on Tuesday as an in lieu video for not having a truck and talk. So I would suggest, if you're watching this as a VOD, I suggest watching that video from last week. But yeah, so that's been like mainly my excuse as to why I haven't been doing that. Also, thank you, Dragyn, for sharing out the YouTubes for the Twitch chat here. Yeah, I do YouTubes. I try my best to upload twice a week, so hopefully this will be the time I would go back to twice a week uploaded, which is basically one actual upload and then this recording, this live stream, basically. Yeah, go follow me on YouTube, right there, up there, wherever you're clicking or if you're watching this on YouTube, down there on the bottom right hand corner. Um, but yeah, aside from that, like in terms of like personal things I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, I went to this fun transit heritage event 2 weeks ago and rode some vintage buses and vintage trolley cars, which is pretty cool. I'll eventually upload that as a vlog. And then um, last week I think I just did like small personal adventures. I didn't decide to go too far or anything, which ended up being. I do have one interesting story because I think I did want to travel like all the way down to like uh, Santa Clara, San Jose to see if I can get myself the willpower to record. But looking at the time that day, I didn't. So I ended up only going to like San Mateo, I believe, and I kind of just like did a little exploration, grabbed some like cool like stuff from like different stores and everything, and then try to tootle my way back to San Francisco. And what I didn't know on that day was there was a game going on, and I've experienced this before, and it's not fun. But when there's a game in San Francisco, transportation throughout the peninsula, especially going between San Mateo and San Francisco, is heck on a weekend. Because it was filled with a lot of sports fans. Yay, sports! For this one, there were a lot of baseball fans for the San Francisco Giants, so there was a bunch of San Francisco Giants fans. Um, so it was chaotic on the train. It was like standing room only when I boarded, and it was still standing room, if not super filled, when I got out of the station. I was make my transfer, but in the midst of that, I helped out this dude who was trying to get to the transfer station for BART, which is Mowbray. Um, and he just wanted to know if we were at that station. Yeah, I just immediately told him, no, we're not. We'll just wait one stop and we'll be there. And like he thanked me and everything like that. And then we both got off. I got off, and this dude got off. I tapped my card going to the fare gates for BART, and then waited for the BART train getting into the city. And then I started. This dude talked to me again. He's like trying to figure out like, hey man, I need to be sure I'm on the right platform and the right boarding the right train to make the connection, so I can get to Oakland Airport. Now, one funny thing is that Mowbray is next to San Francisco International Airport. So I kind of joked with him. I was like, you should have like booked over here. It would have been so much easier. Only because he's rushing to Oakland because he had a flight in like 2.5 hours. The only issue is that from where we were at Mowbray, it would still take him an hour and a half
Oh
by
boy.
transit to get to the airport. So it's like you may just make it, but yes, you're gonna be on the right, on the right platform and everything. I'll tell you when the station will come up to transfer, and then this is where you transfer. You just wait on the same side of the platform for the other train, and then that should bring you to the station, which you have to connect again to the little monorail that connects to the Oakland International Airport. Such a stupid process, but that's how it is. Um, So like he thanked me profusely for that, and then we just kind of went into like a conversation of like what he's trying to do. I was like, where? So I was like curious, like, hey, where are you going? Why are you connecting through Oakland and San Francisco? And I was like, well, the flights are like $100 cheaper. It's like, oh, well, that makes sense. Where are you flying to? And said he was flying to Colorado to meet up with some friends there, and then connect the flight from Colorado to Miami, and then apparently they're gonna be doing one epic road trip back. I'm just like,
Oh.
dude, holy shit, that sounds like fun. It's like, yeah, it was just like pretty much all last minute. So they like managed to book all the flights and everything like that. And now I gotta rush it here because he didn't realize that weekend service kind of sucked ass. Like,
Mm.
especially for the Caltrain in the peninsula, it's once every hour. He thought it ran like one every like half hour, 15 minutes. But no, so he thought he had enough time to make this train. In fact, he barely had enough time to get there. Um, so yeah, he had that conversation, and like he kind of talked about like what he do, and all that stuff, and like how he lives his life and everything, and just like a very fun conversation with a stranger, which I somehow don't get at times how I manage to have these sorts of conversations with strangers, but I do. And so we conversed quite a bit. We boarded the train, conversed a little bit more, like get to know like know a little bit about each other, where we live, and all that stuff. Um, and then yeah, by the time he got off the train, we just like both thank each other, and then he told me like, it's like, hey, if you are ever planning to do a hike and you're planning to get some equipment, go to this place in this city and you'll know who I am. I was like, okay, sure, definitely, I'll think about it. So, in the midst of doing all that, managed to somehow make a connection as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so like I know where this dude works, so if I ever need to like, say if I need hiking equipment or anything, I'll go to this city, go to this city, go to this store, and I would see him there, because like I was able to help him out. He's willing. He's like, he like definitely thank me for that and just give me that suggestion. It's like, all right, cool. I'll definitely take up on that whenever I do that, if I do that, sort of thing. But yeah, it was like it was definitely a fun conversation I had as I wasn't really heading back home just yet. I actually wanted to go into the city and pick up a couple more things. So like I went a little bit further ahead of him, into SF as he was like waiting for his transfer. But it was a fun conversation I had that weekend. It was like, I was like, man, like thinking inside my head, it's like, man, what's with me getting into these sorts of conversations? I swear. I mean, like at least they're definitely positive ones and like ones that I for whatever reason managed to tell a story. So, yeah, that happened on like one of the weekends when I was just like, kind of just like going around places trying to figure out what I want to do, that sort of thing. Um, but yeah, that's. But for the most part, no, there's still one more thing. Also on that same weekend on Sunday, San Francisco actually holds events in a couple of neighborhoods. I think it's like a neighborhood every other week or something, called Sunday Streets, where they close one of the main streets in the neighborhood and just host various family activities. And so Sunday Streets was occurring in my neighborhood, or at least close to my neighborhood, 2 weeks ago. Um, and I decided to like walk around, record a little bit. So I think what I'm gonna do is like it's gonna be like a miscellaneous SF Adventures vlog with the Heritage Fair and the Sunday Streets event. Because I kind of I don't feel like I want to put them as separate vlogs, because it's like there's not a lot of content per se. Like I did record, but like I didn't really talk about too much because most of this is just like, ooh, I want to see what's going on, sort of thing. So, but it was like a fun event. Like a lot of like organizations within San Francisco, just like hosting fun activities for kids, or not really advertising, advocating for like their organization and whatnot. It was pretty cool to just like walk around and just like be just walking around this main street, which is usually a main car thoroughfare. They basically closed the main street, like one of the main streets in the neighborhood, down for like the majority of the day, I'd say. And it was just fun to like walk down that street. So I had a fun time. Also, in the midst of doing this walk, I managed to find this cafe, which I never knew opened around that neighborhood. Which is like, for me, it's like a 4 or 5 minute bus ride to it. But they serve some craft coffee, or at least what I think they are, craft coffee. Like they serve like local, not really local beans, but like not the usual beans, I guess. But like, and then they do their like own twists and coffee. So what I had was a horchata latte, I think.
Mm.
I think it was latte, because it was still coffee. There was still coffee in it, but it was, I think, made with a horchata base.
Nice.
I had a horchata latte. It was really good. And then what they also were selling were ube related items. So for those who doesn't know, it's ube. It's basically purple yam, like sweet purple yam. Really good with like a lot of sweet, savory, mainly sweet products. And but what they did is like they like done the usual Filipino variety with ube, like the ube crinkle cookie, which is like a soft cookie. But they also do ube rice krispies. So it's like, I guess they put the ube extract into like, and then form it into like a rice krispie, or like mix it with ingredients to make a rice krispie. and it became an ube Rice Krispie. So I ended up getting those two things. Like a little bit expensive because it's a little bit like artisanal, I'd say. So it's like a little bit of a markup. But like I didn't even know that this opened in my neighborhood, and there was quite a bit of people like going in and out of this coffee shop. And I was like, what, let me try it. And now since I remind myself, I may go there tomorrow
Nice.
to get some more. But yeah, it's like within my neighborhood. It's like a 5 minute. I believe it's about a 5 minute bus ride from my place. So it shouldn't be too bad to get like some horchata lattes and ube Rice Krispie if I wanted to. So that's basically the 2 weeks that I like didn't really update on. At least within SF. And then last week I went back home to the Central Valley to visit my family and visit some friends, even though some friends were ended up being busy during the Father's Day weekend, which I didn't know it was Father's Day weekend. Not gonna lie, I simply did not know it was Father's Day weekend last week. And I was kind of surprised as to why my dad was saying, hey, we should cook steak on Sunday. I was like, okay, sure. But 4th of July is not for another 2 weeks, so that's weird you want to cook that day, but okay. Let alone that was Father's Day. Oops. But so yeah, I went back to the Central Valley to visit family. Well, mainly my dad and my brother. Because for those who doesn't know, my mom's still in the Philippines. She'll be back in a couple weeks. I think I kind of talked about that already. But yeah, just visited them, and then tried our very best to plan out things with friends, but friends were busy over the weekend handling their own errands and whatnot, so that's a bit unfortunate. I did hang out with Tony and like learn about all his whole escapade and getting back into Genshin and all that stuff, so we had a fun conversation with that. But wish we had more people to come along with and just goof off as like the good old times, but I guess some of us were busy with our own personal things, which is a bit unfortunate, but hey, it's okay. I did try to convey for them to come over to San Francisco maybe during the 4th of July weekend. So we'll see if that comes about. May have to talk about it with them if they wanted to. Yeah, just hung out with the fam, and then on Friday, on Father's Day, me and my dad woke up early to go to Walmart to pick up some ribeye steaks. And then later in the day, we decided to grill up those ribeye steaks, which was really, really good. I definitely did post a photo on Twitter of having steak and fries. That's what my dad wanted, and he was okay with it. So it's like, okay, we will stick with that. It was just like a nice time. Thanks. Nice time, just having a chillaxing time with my dad. And at times, like during the night, my dad ends up calling my mom from the Philippines and just like talk about random things, as well as like planning out this trip. So there was also that. It was like a really nice, relaxing weekend that I didn't know I actually needed, because as much as I could relax here in San Francisco, I'm always in the mood to just go out and go somewhere. So I never found the time to just like sit down and relax. Since I was back in the Central Valley, I didn't really want to go out, unless if my friends wanted to go out, which we only went out for one day. So the rest of the time was just like, just talking to my dad and just taking a nap, just do fuck all, like do absolutely nothing. It was just nice. It was a really nice weekend. For those who doesn't know, that last weekend was not only Father's Day weekend, but it was also Juneteenth. It's like a federal holiday now, so it became a 3-day weekend for us to commemorate, I think, the first time slaves were
Not the first,
not the first.
but the original countrywide abolishment of slavery.
There we go.
Why do I know this more than you?
Because I can't remember the actual wording to it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I just know that there's like some dude in power that kind of abolished it earlier, but it was only in certain areas, and then like it became nationally a thing.
Yeah.
On June 19th in some year.
Probably some in like the mid 1800s, if American history serves me correctly. But yeah, and now as of this year, I believe it's this year, not last year, or I think it was in the process last year, but definitely this year was the first year to be acknowledged as a federal holiday. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of many workplaces, including my workplace, took it as a federal holiday. So we had a day off. We had a 3 day weekend. We had a 3 day weekend. It was nice to just have an extra day, just relax, and yeah, um, that's basically been me. Throughout these past couple weeks, at least since the past truck and talk, our last truck and talk that we had. A lot of updates and whatnot, and I believe
Mm-hmm.
that's it. That's at least all my updates. I can't really think of anything else unless if I missed out anything, because I know I told a lot more to you, Dragyn. Obviously, if I'm trying to like really recall things right now, but I can't think of any.
Mm, I don't know. I got really into drawing something from D&D, so that's where I'm at
Ooh,
right now. I'm
nice.
drawing a flumph.
I flew.
A flumph.
Floof.
I'll type it in the chat. Flumph.
Ooh.
They're floating squid creatures. They're very cute.
Ooh.
They're my favorite.
Interesting.
They're my favorite. And I drew one with cute anime eyes because I can.
Aw.
Yes.
They're
Uh,
cute.
yeah. Oh, you never talked about like the potential opportunity to go to Belgium at your work.
Oh yeah. I guess like that's like also like some other incentives like from like work. So we are having like a little quote unquote competition, where whoever does the most tickets in a certain period right before our big event that basically talks about our new releases for our company, they get to go to Belgium to experience the event. So that's like a little fun like friendly competition for like the whole North American offices to like join in to see if anyone could do it. I'm gonna try my best, but I have a feeling that we have a lot more like a lot more productive or like people who are like a lot better at like handling tickets and whatnot. But I will try my best. We'll see how far I get up to. If I do get to number one, it'll be very surprising, definitely, but it'll be very fun. Um, at the same time, they've also been trying to plan out more, especially in my department. They've been trying to plan out more like fun activities and fun incentives to do things and whatnot, as we do tickets for the rest of the year. Not like that, but like try to get like our numbers up, or try to get everyone like more productive. Try to like do that so they are like adding on incentives and like fun activities to do to get that number up, sort of thing. So it's really cool to like know about that. Um, like that's in the works and whatnot. But like
Mm-hmm.
the main thing is like yeah, like I think like there's a certain time range that they have set right to up to the big event that happens in Belgium. If whoever does the most tickets, or at least assigns the most tickets and able to finish them all, they will get the chance to go to Belgium. Sounds pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's the again like it's pretty cool. Like now they're like starting to ramp up like things. It's like hey, we gotta be more productive, but at the same time, we'll give you something if you become more productive. So there is that. Also, I will be right back. My throat is now dry because I've had my fans on because it is a little bit baking in my room, but I have ran out of water in my area. I will get some water. Dragyn, if you want. Ooh.
What was that?
Ooh. So that's what the
Ooh.
floof look like.
Yeah, I drew a flumph. You
Definitely
can.
drew a floof.
I need to color him later, but obviously I will be talking in stream soon, so there. Have a flumph.
Yeah. It is your floof, so that's what it looks like. That's really cool.
Are you gonna show stream?
Yeah. Woo! It was so strange.
I gave him the same alien markings as our alien in West End Jamal.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
I
like the
see
little
that now.
circly splotchies, yes. I'm gonna add more on the stalks and like
Um.
things, but yeah.
Oh god. Let's see if I could get the reflection not reflecting too much, but that's what it looks like. I don't think we have anything incriminating in our DMs.
No.
Oh my god, my screen is being special or my camera's being special. So
Oh, look at the little boy. He's a precious boy.
he's a
Okay,
precious boy.
I gotta refresh stream though. I'm really behind.
I don't know if I have my stream settings set correctly, but yeah, I'm going to
No, mine
take.
buffered for a bit, so that's why.
Oh, interesting.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna take just a minute break. So if you want to go, let chat maybe start. I'll have my headphones on. I'll try to. I'll laugh if I need to laugh.
Okay. Sounds good. But
Yeah, keep it on. Just
hello Twitch, it's me. Great start. Oh man. So, hi, yeah, now I've got weeks of updates for all of you, because, oh my lordy, I've been a busy, busy bean. I guess I'll do what he does, and I'll start with work. Uh, it's been crazy for me. Just really, really crazy, because a few weeks back, I think 3, 4 weeks ago, I met with the languages resources coordinator for my school district and going, help, I need to make a final exam somehow, some way. And I've only been here for like a month. I don't know what to do. Help. And luckily enough, though, funny enough, this was my previous Spanish teacher, so I think I've shared this before. But we came up with a plan for final exams. I spent all weekend planning for them and created it all for the levels of Spanish I taught, and came in on Monday, ready to go, told block 1 what the plan was. Just to have the department head going, actually, we aren't doing final exams as a department. We're doing a replacement final where they will have to do multiple choice questions on all the units they have covered this year, which means you do need to go back and look in through all of their notes. Like, grab a student that you trust and go through their notes and on the Google Classroom, use all that and make a 30 to 50 question replacement final. Fun fact, my replacement finals were like 33, 32, and 35 questions. Because my brain couldn't make them 50. No. So then I had to basically scrap all of the planning I had done, scrap all the final exams I created, and restart from scratch. So that was a nightmare. That was a lot of stress on me to replan it all. Then not only did she tell me that, I had to fit in one more major assessment and one more minor assessment, as well as the replacement final. So really the last few weeks have been me setting up assignments, marking all of the assignments, setting up another assignment, marking all of those assignments, then preparing them for the replacement final, and then getting to exam break.
Jeez, that is a lot.
Yeah, and the major assessments were fun as hell. I liked the major ones. Minor ones were like just little bullshit quizzes I made them do because I was like, I'm tapped out, y'all. I'm tapped. So here, do a quiz on the book. Like, I don't care. So I did that, and then I made my my Spanish friends hated me for that quiz, but I made them do a quiz on verb conjugation, and they hated it. I'm like, get wrecked, nerds. That's what. No, that's
Nerds.
get wrecked, nerds.
Damn.
No, majority of them did really poorly on it. So I gave them a chance to replace the mark, but at the same time, though, I'm like, maybe you all should listen to this teacher who's been busting her butt off to make lessons and planning and teach you Spanish instead of sitting there on Snapchat all the class.
Oh, jeez.
So, anyway, that's my Spanish times, though. So we got through it, though. I mean, I got through it. I mean, my kids got through it. I got through it. We got through it. It all worked out in the end. Found out I did a couple oops, but I mean, at this point, like, fucking, I can't be perfect in this role. I'm here as a sub. You want perfect?
For long-term.
No. But in the end, it didn't really matter too much, because most of the times the oops were like just by a point, like a percentage point or two off. So it wasn't too terrible. So I managed to work around it and fix it all before I submitted in final grades. And that's also something I've had to do, is submit final grades and do progress reports. So I had to talk about the curriculum objectives for the whole semester. Again, wasn't here for the whole semester. And then I had to talk about their personal achievements in the class. And then leave a comment about where they can find their reports. So a lot of stuff to do for each student, but luckily, instead of me starting from scratch, which I originally did, I came in on the Friday, the first day that we had no classes, and I was gonna like write out an independent report for every single fucking kid. And then my department head's like, no, don't do that. For the curricular objectives, copy and paste it for everyone. And then for the kids that scored in this certain range of percentages, you can tell them that they did exceptionally well in Spanish this year. And in this certain percentage ranges, you can say that they did very well. And then they said, did well, but could improve more, whatever.
Right.
You get the gist. And so that sped up the process quickly. And then I found out, because more and more got piled on at the end of the year here,
Jeez.
that I had to peer review not only just one teacher's progress reports, but two. And then that became 3 as of yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
So I had to peer review 3 teachers' reports just to make sure they were careful with their pronouns, because some students, of course, are not always out to their parents or are not identifying certain ways with their parents, so you have to be very careful of pronouns. One way to avoid that is just to use their name in the comments instead of, he, she, or they.
Right.
Or just use their, as a blanket one for everyone. So I had to go through all that for 3 teachers, so that's 4, 8, I think it was, 3, 4, 3, so 10 classes worth of students.
That's quite a bit.
Of things, so that was quite a lot on me, just to throw into this last week of shit.
Right.
Really. So I had to do all that, and then more things. We had a department meeting this week, and I wasn't told if I should go or not. So I just assumed I was going. So I put in an order for food, and my department head's like, "Great, yes, we're ordering chorus, so tell me what you want, and we'll get it." And I'm like, "Cool." And so I literally only went to the department meeting for food. But then the morning of, the department head came to me and was like, "Hey, for you to be involved in this meeting somehow, some way, do you think you can look up, this is an hour before the meeting, can you look up some, fun icebreaker activities to do for high school kids for new classes so that we all have something to use in the beginning of the year?" I was like, "Cool, I'm doing this for you guys, not for me." Cool.
Damn.
Alright, I'll plan your first fucking classes, I guess, for September. But I did it. I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm just sitting here reading my book anyway. So I did that. I created 5 icebreakers for them and presented it in the department meeting, and then I just sat there and was basically ignored.
Oh.
The whole time, even when we were eating food, I was practically ignored the whole time. And then at the very end, I got a nice, by the way, big thank you to Violet for stepping in, doing Spanish and doing her best with Isabel's classes. And it was just like, yay, good job, Violet. I was like, cool, thank you for acknowledging my existence near the end of this meeting. What up? So I kind of felt a little blah, I'm not gonna lie. But then, yeah, so there's all that happened. I also attended my school's production of Chicago, because my colleague friend, actually my high school graduate classmate, or whatever, fellow, I can't even words anymore, I'm not gonna lie, I'm tapped out energy-wise. These are gonna be some quick rapid-fire updates.
Understandable.
Because I'm through it, y'all, as you can tell. But yeah, I attended their production because my colleague co-produced it, but actually it was completely students led. All that the staff directors did was supervise and provided the musical. The rest of it was done by the students. They did the set designs, the costumes, the lighting, the theater tech, all of it. They did it all.
That's cool.
So it was really cool. Very, very well done. And there's some reviews in the newsletter or in the newspaper. The Edmonton Sun actually posted student written critiques of the play. So that was really fun.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I brought my sister with me because she loves Chicago and she definitely enjoyed it. So that was really cool.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Gave my colleague some flowers because I was like, yay, congratulations, brava. So that was really nice. And plus, I know how hard she's been working. So I thought a little nice flower and a little support would be good.
Mm-hmm.
That happened as well. What other work things were going on? So much. So much, guys. I've been confirmed that my last day is not the 28th, it's the 29th. I literally am going into school for like 2 hours, and then no, well, I'm going to work for 8:30 in the morning, and then yeah, I guess I think my sister's gonna come grab me at 11, and then
Mm-hmm.
she's taking me to the Millwoods golf course here because I've been invited as a to the year-end luncheon for
Ooh.
Lillian. So my staff, well, like all of us, are gonna be there, and I got it confirmed in the office because I was like, Pam, I'm very confused. And she's like, oh no, aren't we all? I was like, oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. I need to bother you about this. But my written contract says that my last day is the 29th, but on the online system for substitutes, I'm only here until the 28th, and I don't know which day is correct. And she's like, oh, that is confusing. One second, you know what? I'm not going to call her. She's just right over there in her office. Janet!
I love that. It's like, forget it. Let me just do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, just yell, Janet! So she came out and talked to me about it. She's like, no, 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 yeah, let's put that on smartphone for her. We'll pay her for the whole day. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Look at that.
and yes, you're coming to the year-end luncheon because all the staff get some recognition and thank you gifts. So that your staff, you were a teacher here, a contracted teacher. So you were definitely part of that. I was like, okay, thank you for
Oh.
confirming. That's really nice. So at least there's that coming up on the 29th, which is great. I literally go to work for a couple hours, then I get to go have food,
Heck
free
yeah.
drinks,
Heck
free
yeah.
everything. So
That's
it'll
the
be
way to
real
do
nice.
it. Get paid to do that shit. Hell yeah, I go. I mean,
Oh,
that's gonna happen
right?
to me too, right? Like it's like I'm like you get to know like that's a fun feeling. I just like
Yeah.
going to a function while being paid for it. Heck yeah, why not?
Right? So very cool. Very, very cool stuff there. Otherwise, like now that work is like slowed down completely. Oh no, I've also had exam supervision the last couple days. My fucking god, they've changed the diplomas here since I did them.
They
My
have?
fucking god. I'm so jealous of these fuckers. This fucking generation.
Oh no.
Because when I was in grade 12 writing diplomas, they were worth 50% of my final fucking grade, and we only had 2.5 hours to write them with an additional 30 minutes if needed. These fuckers, okay, look, I'm getting on a rant now because I need to. These
Okay.
fuckers get 3 hours to write the exam, plus an additional 3 hours if they need to take it.
What?
Because
Wait.
apparently people complained. And this diploma this year, because of COVID, which I get, don't get me wrong, I get it, is only worth 10% of their final grade.
Versus 50.
First fucking 50.
Okay. For context, what is this final exam, the diploma exam? If you can explain it.
Think of your SATs, your final exams in the States. I don't really know what you use at
Mm-hmm.
the end of your grade 12 year, but think of like those level exams, like state testing, like
Oh, I see. I see.
level stuff. Yeah.
Like the comprehensive stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like a whole, like, let's see if you remember everything you've learned in the last 3 years of high school. Here you go.
Oh shit! Ew, I see what you mean. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be SATs. I think it's the closest example we got.
Yeah, because they need to have they well, I mean, if they fucking fail it this year, it doesn't matter if they have a high enough grade because they only drops their points of 30%. Sorry, I'm bitter. I'm bitter. Um, because I had an ear infection when I wrote my fucking diploma exams and had to only do 3 hours. I'm bitter, and it was for 50% of my grade. So yeah, I was pretty pissed. But anyway, so exams revision has been brutal. As you can tell, I've been learning things of the changes over the years, and I'm like, are you kidding me? What the fuck is this bullshit? But also being on your feet for 3 hours straight, running up
Oh.
and down aisles to gather exams, to make sure calculators are erased, because I did bio diploma yesterday, chem diploma today.
Oh.
So you have to make sure the students clear their calculators, check their ID numbers, make sure the labels are correct on the exams. and make sure that they signed their booklets and they have their address on the booklets, and then you're like, okay, you're good to go. Leave. I think my actual team lead today for like a lead supervisor was like, okay, you can get out now. Like I heard her say that to a student, and I was like, lol.
That's a mood.
We're losing our patience here at the last half an
We just want
hour.
you guys to damn finish, damn it.
Oh my god, it's kind of cute though. We got down to like the last 10 students today, and like the lead supervisor, one other teacher, and I kept like dancing every time we were like finished like putting in a student's exams. Way we're just like, yeah, okay, 9 more, 9 more, and doing like a little dance. It's like
Oh
nine
my
more,
god,
9 more,
that's
9 more.
beautiful.
We might get out of here by 3. Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, but it was funny because we got down to the final students writing, and there's still like 30 minutes left. And the lead supervisor came up to me. She's like, "You're the only one. I know you're a sub, but you're also not a sub because you're on contract, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm on contract." She's like, "That means you have a classroom. Go. This is one student. I'm pretty sure the 8 of us that are left here that have to be here because they're substitutes, we can handle it." I was like, "Okay, thank you. I'm gonna go put on something to watch and have more cake." And she's like, "Go do that."
Aww.
So supervision's been brutal. Like I feel it in my knees and my legs because
Right.
we're in the small gym, so we didn't get like extra chairs to sit in. There's
Oh.
only enough chairs for students. So as soon as more students got up and left, I was like, I'm fucking pulling out a chair and sitting when I ever get a chance to. But of course, with students finishing exams at all kinds of rates, so you don't really get to sit down long enough to
Right.
actually like leave your
Relax.
achy breaky knees.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
Thanks. I always love doing that.
Um,
Thanks.
so my knees were feeling it, and of course my classroom's upstairs on the second floor.
Oh boy.
So taking that steps up was like,
I'm curious. Do you guys have an elevator? And can staff use it, or
we do, but I don't know how to access it.
oh, it's probably like key by key, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's only certain staff that have access to it that can give people permission for it. Kind of like
Right.
that's what it was like at Alberton
Yeah,
as
because you don't
well.
want to have all the students to be writing that shit. Otherwise, use and abuse, and it's going to be abused.
Absolutely. So it's pretty lock and key. But I made it up, and then it was nice because yeah, our principal's retiring this year, and they had the big retirement celebration last night at Lillian. I didn't get the chance to go because I've had meetings every night this week, so I couldn't go, which was really sad. But I got to see it on LOHS TV.
Hey.
Oh, and it was really cute because they made him like a homemade cake that had like the colors of my school, so a nice
Aww.
dark blue, white, and red, or silver and red. And it just said like "Happy Retirement, Brian." And then there's another like actual bought cake that says like
Just in case.
"Happy Retirement to Brian," kind of thing.
Right.
So they had leftover cake, leftover um, deli trays and things like that. So us staff today were like piling it on little plates and taking it to our classrooms to like nom 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 nom.
It's like, hey, free food. I don't have to deal with the shit.
Yeah, and I had lots of Coca-Cola today. I haven't had Coca-Cola straight up like that in a while, but I was like, I need the caffeine. I'm dying.
Damn.
I need the energy. Because I'm about to go into supervision for 3 hours. I need the energy.
You
I'm
need
so
something to wake me the fuck up.
basically. So that's been funny. Also, today was great because I told Daryl this before, but my friend Brooke, so she's the colleague that like co-ran Chicago, she like snapped me going, "Yes, this is totally working, right, guys?" And she was playing Mario Kart with her colleague.
Oh my god.
And then she's like, "Father, you gotta come play." And I'm like, "Okay, let me eat, and I'll be over there as soon as I can," because my classroom's freezing, because they turned off the heat. So like my room is set at like a 16 degrees Celsius, and I was
Oh.
fucking freezing. So then I finished eating quickly, finished watching it. I mean, I wasn't watching Netflix. Shut up. Finished watching my episode, then I ran over and was able to do like a tournament with them. So like 4 races on Mario Kart Deluxe.
Damn.
And very fun because I got to get like consistently getting second in the first like 2 matches, and then the very end, both Brooke and Matthew got me with shells. And then motherfuckers threw bananas in front of me, and I got fourth. I was in first
Oof.
place, and it dropped me to fourth, right near the finish line. I'm like, you know what? I see how it is. So then I
Ganging
ended up
up on
getting,
me.
then I ended up getting first in the last race. So I was like, I won
Hey.
one. But I still got second overall for points, but it was really fun. I was like, oh, I needed
Yeah.
this. I'm like, right? Wow.
At
And then
least
they
you guys
like,
were smart to bring your switches.
well, no, it was the one colleague's brought in his full Switch, so all the extra Joy Cons and
Oh, I
such.
see, I see, I see. Aw.
But
That's pretty cool.
he's encouraged me to bring my Switch Lite on Monday, so then I can add him as a friend, and then I can play on my Switch Lite.
Aw. It's just you can like have the full screen right with you, be like, I can finally look.
Yeah. Well, no, we had it on the projector. Like we
Oh
literally
my god, you guys are
up on the
so
projector
amazing.
in the classroom and had little Joy Cons on. And
You
yeah,
guys are
staff were
like,
walking by like crazy. Like my old bio teacher came and she's like, "What?
yeah.
You guys were so focused. I thought you were watching like a presentation or a video or something, but no, you're doing this, huh?" And we're like, "Yeah,
We're still kids. We're still kids in this high school.
we we're still kids." And she just giggled. She's like, "Well, good luck with your race, and yeah, good job.
Aww.
Hard at work. Bye." And I was like, "Thanks, bye, Kelly." And then like my old physics teacher came and he's like, "Come on, Valley, you took physics, you know." I was like, that doesn't help me anymore. I dropped physics 30. I don't know.
I don't know what velocity I'm going at. Damn it.
He kept using me though. He's like, "Come on, right angle. Come on, you know the angles. Let's go."
Oh my god, I love
Horse,
it.
yeah. Water, no, water's not good. Get out of the water. I'm like, "Oh, get out of your bike." Like, I was just like,
I love that. That's beautiful.
yeah, this was so funny. Throughout those 4 races, staff kept coming going, and I'm like, really, really.
Gotta comment on this, but at the same time, yes.
Yeah, pretty much. They both had the same reactions. Like, really? But yes. Okay, understandable.
Understandable. Have a good day.
Yeah, pretty
Oh, that's
much.
amazing.
I was like, this is much better than me hiding in my room all day, watching Netflix and reading a book.
It's like
This is
finally you guys invited
fun.
me to this.
Yeah, it was great. It was really great.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so I think that's everything from work. Oh, I got to provide comments on a student because my department head was concerned about her grade compared to from
Mm-hmm.
last year. And so she's like, "What can you tell me about the student?" I was like, "Okay, well, here we go. Long story." And it's the one student that I actually allowed to redo some old projects that she did
Right.
for her original teacher
Mm-hmm.
because she just didn't care and didn't like the teacher.
Right.
So I was like, "Okay,
Mood.
so you didn't put the effort in, and that's why you're at a 29% right now." But with my effort, like helping her redo assignments, getting her caught up on some missing assignments, and having her come in like lunch and in class, like she would work on these projects and finish them. And I got her mark back up to finally like a 63, I think. So improved her mark up by, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but 34% though, I increased her mark.
Yeah, it's quite a bit though.
So I provided all that context to the department head. She's like, "Oh, yes, that's very helpful. Thank you so much for letting me know about the student." I'm like, "No worries." And like, then she asked me a bunch of questions too, like, "Did you ever call the parent like at home?" I'm like, "No, no, I didn't, because I didn't really know what was going on with her and another student because they would be together, and I was told all these things about like how her friend spoke Spanish fluently, so like she felt like she didn't need to go into class and learn. But then after her and I had a one-on heart to heart, like then she realized that like, oh no, I need to come to class, and this teacher actually cares. So yes, I'm gonna come.
Aww.
So that was kind of cool. That was my like one little like aha moment this year.
You did have quite a bit of it though. I'd
I
say.
did, yeah. I helped quite a few teachers just get, or a few teachers now, a few students hit that finish line, like with their
Mm-hmm.
projects and things. So that was really good. Like I had some pretty good moments with some students that just was like, "Can we please use your room for lunch? We'll sit on the far end of the room so like we could be unmasked and eat." I'm like, yeah, that works for me. No worries. Do you mind if I watch things while we are in here?" And they're like, "No, we're probably won't even hear it anyway." I'm like, fair. Fair enough. But yeah, I had some good stuff there. Um, I had some really sweet emails too. I read them out to him.
Uh-huh.
Some students got me with the
Yeah.
fails at the end of the year here.
Really, really congratulate you for being at least their teacher, up to their
Yeah,
teacher.
like being a constant teacher for them. Like
Yeah.
I was there more than their teacher was this whole term.
That's still crazy to say.
And so a lot of quite kind messages like thank you for giving us a chance to like learn Spanish and like build connections between communication and literature and like some students were using some pretty big academic words at the end of the year and I'm like, I can tell you're studying for your English final.
But you really, really wanted to
Whew.
send this email.
Yeah. And then other students were just like, I wanted you to let you know that your hard work did not go unnoticed by us students. Like, we do appreciate everything you tried to do, even though some of our classes were dicks to you. Like, I want you to know that we do, like, see the hard work and your dedication and your passion for this crazy language. So,
And just
it was fun.
teaching it to these kids in general. Like even though you
Yeah.
didn't have much to work with, it's amazing how you're able to improvise enough
Mm,
to get them engaged.
yeah, yeah. And then it was kind of cute because, like, exam supervision yesterday, two of my students wrote their bio diplomas, even though they're in grade 11.
Right.
And on the way out, they both, like, I managed to get their exams, so I was the one that kind of went and checked their work.
Right.
And they're really saying, like, thank you for a great semester. This is my final exam, like, final exam, so thank you for everything. Have a great summer. I was like, you're welcome.
Oh.
Have a good summer. It was nice to teach you. And had that nice little send off to the two more students on top of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really nice. Despite I had some really asshole students last week
Right.
of classes. Um, One student even was just like, "So can we get a refund for this course?" Because we clearly didn't have the course that we were told that we were gonna have. And I was like, "Is this a serious question or are you making a joke?" No, it's serious. I'm like, take it up with the administration. I have no control over that. I'm a substitute.
Right.
So some things like that too, and a lot of students ended up ditching or not coming to the classes and just saying like, "Well, thanks for everything, bye," and like leave. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Peace out, bye." So very mixed emotions here near the end,
Right.
but at least for work, one more update on work here is that I have been reactivated as a substitute next year. So I'm back jumping from school to school in September, and we'll see where that leads me.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. They're like I think I remember hearing it, it's like, oh yeah, you know we definitely acknowledge your work and everything. You will be reactivated for another year. That's still like hearing the good acknowledgement that you've done
Hmm.
well.
Yeah, because I didn't even realize that there'd be the chance of it being deactivated, but then I was like, no, with the cuts to education and things like that, I'm like, oh my God, that could have been a thing.
Right.
Like, if I was deactivated or removed from the list, I probably would have been destroyed. Because I didn't get accepted into any of the opportunities that I had earlier with M's in public. So I was like, I would have had nothing in September or even nothing after the summer. But I do
Mm-hmm.
now, which is great. And I'm going to get EI for the couple months
Oh
just to
yeah.
kind of, because I can, because my contract
Mm-hmm.
terminates. So it's not me
Yep.
quitting, it's my contract terminating.
Like you
And
technically
I've
have a line
decided,
of work coming later. It's just not now, and you don't get paid for it. So
yeah.
eligible. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, so on the 29th, I can apply to that and see what happens.
Pick up some
So,
spare change and whatnot, like enough cash to get around.
yeah, exactly. And kind of build up savings and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's work basically. What's next? Toastmasters, I suppose.
Depends on how
Mm,
much you want to share.
Not a whole lot. I guess, like, for some good news with Toastmasters, I've completed three pathways this year. I've completed my two main ones in Toastmasters, and I've completed my mentorship program.
Nice.
So in total, that would have been
Congrats.
9 levels completed.
Oh shit! Look
and the
at you.
pathway. So quite a lot. I did a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Which is 3 Triple Crown awards. What up? So been a lot, but also really good at the same time to get that done. But a lot of that came with the last few weeks. I basically did 4 speeches in a row lately, just to kind of fill our agendas and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Summer months, man, are killing us. It's hard to get members to come back, especially because, well, according to a lot of people in the world, COVID's over. COVID's never here, not here anymore. So we can go out and do whatever we want.
Jeez.
So, yeah, just a lot of people missing out. And plus, it is a busy time of year, though, for many, because some members are like parents or aunts or uncles. So,
Oh
like,
yeah.
kids are graduating school, or there's reunions, and like so much stuff going on.
Yeah.
So, it's been very stressful, and I've barely managed to keep our meetings to going. Barely, barely, barely. Like, there's been one meeting, for example, where I think I did 4 rolls just to make it work.
Jeez.
So it's been really exhausting. But we are transitioning as of July 1st to our new executive, which means no more VPN for me. Uh, 2 of our members actually are going to do it together, so that's been really nice.
Ooh.
I had that transition meeting with them both last night. Explained to them the whole role, gave them a good sheet with guidelines and best practices, and a good overview of what the role entails so that they can kind of spend some time in the next few weeks getting together and splitting up the work. Which is lucky for them. If there was 2 of me, man, that would be great. But there wasn't 2 of me. It was just
Just
me
you.
last. So I'm glad that there's 2, though. I think there should be 2 members for the VPN role, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
based on like what we have to do. Like, I could go through all of it, but there's too much. But
Yeah.
basically, it's more than just setting up the agendas every week. It's like pathway progress, mentorship program, contest speech, regular check-in with members, and make sure they're doing their shits. It is also attending certain meetings every year so that you can cast a vote for certain fucking whatevers.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot. So, and it's also filling out an agenda, which means if it's not full, you have to fill it. So it's just a lot of that work. But with 2 members doing it this year, I think it'll be good.
It's
It'll be
pretty
good.
cool.
And then, yeah, I'll be in a new position this year. I'm Vice President of Public Relations. So I get to do a lot of social media management and content creation, and where I'm going to hit the ground running basically as soon
Mm-hmm.
as my work is done with that. So we're going to get a newsletter out on July 15th for our club. And then a bunch of new social media will start coming out in July.
Dang.
So a lot of stuff, but yeah, very excited for that transition. And then I'm the president of core development this year.
Oh.
So I gotta figure out that shit.
Interesting.
Yeah. They just put my fucking name down. I'm like, what? Alright. I'd rather have UPPR, but it's fine. I'll do Prez. I'll try it out. Sure.
I guess.
I'm terrified. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So there's that. I guess that's Toastmasters in a nutshell, though. Like,
Mm-hmm.
bam.
Nothing more than it.
Yeah, I got a new pathway coming in soon, so that's exciting. To start something new again. Yeah, that's it for Toastmasters. Woo. Oh gosh, so much. I am going to be participating in a mentorship program for the next 6 months.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's a
Another
company
one?
here in
Oh, different.
Edmonton. What?
Sorry. Wording kind of just came out of my mouth.
Yeah. So it's through an organization called Inter Vivos here in my city.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an organization that amplifies whoa. It's a, I'm so tired. Daryl.
It's okay.
I'm
We're
so
getting
tired.
we're getting the cutting room flow here real soon.
You're getting, I hope you guys like the cut of my jib because it's not very cut. Okay. No, yeah, okay.
I just giving a
So,
look.
a mentorship program for the next 6 months through this organization that amplifies diverse voices and assists other organizations in the city.
Ooh.
So it's basically an organization that amplifies Edmontonians for Edmontonians, which is really cool. And this particular mentorship program is to amplify S to LGBTQ plus A voices. So it's very cool. All the mentors are part of that kind of community. So, in whatever format that is, or whatever they are that. Mentors do not have to, or proteges do not have to be part of the community. But, jokes on them, I am. What up?
Hey.
Because I is the Demi. Demi pan. I like that phrasing so much, Demi.
Demi pan.
It sounds better than going demisexual and pansexual.
Put it together.
Demi pan. It's my flavor of pan.
You said it.
Oh, Lordy. So that's going to be cool. And so the launch officially starts on Monday. I've had my orientation last night. So yeah, I had double back-to-back meetings last night, which was great.
Oh boy.
I was busy from like 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. last night.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But it was really good. The orientation was great. I got to ask a few questions that I had on my mind, and I'm getting ready for it. And basically how it works is that there are 10 mentors, and I'm one of the 10 proteges. And we have a lot of paperwork to do to fill out to get ready for this. And then what we do is that we go to a launch night where we basically do speed rotations with all the mentors. So we get to do one-on-one conversations for about 7 minutes with each mentor, just to kind of build that connection, see where it goes, if it'd be a match or not, that kind of idea. And then at the end of the evening, we have to write down our top 5 of the 10 mentors.
Ooh.
And then Intervivos will take their mentors, their top 5s as well, and then they're going to match us. And then after that match is made, they give us a bunch of resources and a secure website to use to schedule meetings. And we have to meet with our mentors at least 3 times in the next 6 months. So, and it depends on the mentor. Apparently some of the mentors are willing just to put in that 3 meetings.
Right.
Some of the mentors may want to be a little more involved, depending on your goals and how much they want to help you. So it kind of just depends on that. So that's one thing I have to consider over the weekend is how involved do I want my mentor to be, while also taking into consideration like all the factors of like that can be draining for someone that's in a mentorship position. So yeah, I got to think about that. It'd be nice if we could do like once a month, but I also know that that might not be a good commitment. But maybe once every 6 weeks, that might be a nice way to balance it out. But yes, we get to meet with this mentor either virtually or in person, or even a mix of both, because they recognize that, you know, COVID isn't over.
Yeah.
This is one organization out there in my fucking country that thinks so. Anyway, so that's kind of nice. The in-person event too is like masking and sanitization will be there, so we have to do that, which I'm fucking grateful for, to be honest, because I'm in a school where none of that happens anymore. Oh my god, I heard teachers I overheard teachers talking in the staff room today, like while I was getting cake. They're like, yeah, it's ridiculous that we have to still eat off these paper plates and like have to individually serve ourselves because like COVID's fucking over. And I was like, oh god.
Okay, but like self-serve and paper plates, that's just helpful.
That's
in
a pretty
general.
typical like thing anyway, you know.
Right, I'm just
For most like things, but yeah, they were still complaining about it, and I was like, oh my god, get over yourselves.
It's like, really? Like, I'd rather use paper plates and self-serve. Fuck. Have you been to buffet?
Right. So yeah, that's how that program works, and I'm looking forward to doing it because I just want to meet I honestly want to pick a mentor who's a little bit different than I am, because then like they can offer unique perspectives on my situation with life and how I feel about life, and then see if I can get introduced to some other connections in the city and like grow my network and see where it may lead.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, so that was really good, and apparently we can start adding people on LinkedIn as soon as we can, so that's what I'm going to do this weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're going to get a whole playbill, so a big book, that has all the profiles in it and all the like social medias of all the people, so we can kind
Oh,
of do
that's pretty
some
awesome.
online networking as well as in-person networking at the lunch on Monday night. So it's very cool. I'm looking forward to doing this. And
Yeah,
there's
that's
some
pretty
really
cool.
cool mentors because they started doing social media profiles.
Hmm.
There's some fucking cool mentors out there. Like I'm
Really?
like, man, there's this one girl. It's like, she's into digital media marketing.
Hmm.
And her picture is her like got like game controllers draped around her neck and like little Yoshi stuffy and
Damn.
some quirky things. I'm like, man, I know part of the program is to pick someone different than you, but I'm like, I'm vibe. I'm vibing with this.
It's like I could relate. I mean,
Yeah, I'm like,
we could probably be different as well, but at the same time, I can relate.
yeah, exactly. So it's really fun. So yeah, there's I'll be doing that in the next little while, so I'll have random
Cool.
updates on that for you
It'd
all.
be an extra thing to update with us on.
Indeed, indeed. There's that going on. I also have started to reach out and make some connections with Animathon here in my
Ooh.
city. So a couple weekends ago, I went to Tomo Arts Market up here in my city. Very cute little market. It's all about like the Sanrio and like anime and like
Mm-hmm.
cute culture kind of like creation. So a lot of artists of that variety were there. And Animathon was there. They had a booth. And I had applied recently, so he helped me with that application to help volunteer at this
Mm-hmm.
year's Animathon. But when I met him, he said, unfortunately, volunteers are all full. So, but if you are
Aww.
interested in learning more about PR and social media, which I am because I'm in that role this year for Northern Lights,
Mm-hmm.
send us an email. He's like, I got business cards from them.
Ooh.
From him, I got his business card because he's actually the media manager
Oh,
for
cool.
Animathon, and then I got the overall PR department heads email address too, and her
Yo.
business card. So I went to work basically not too long ago. Sent them both an email saying that I'd be interested in like shadowing or interning with them just to kind of learn more about how they PR basically.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it led to oh hello Belch. It led to them asking a few questions about like what I do for Northern Lights already for social media,
Mm-hmm.
and then asking me to send in a portfolio of those things I've created as well as my resume.
Ooh.
So I haven't heard back from them yet. They're still reviewing things, but I think in a couple of days, maybe I think on Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't remember. I think Tuesday is when been 1 week, and I'll reach out and ask them like if they've got any opportunities or if they would like to take me on.
That would be cool to actually like job shadow with them to like learn how it
Yeah,
works for like a and it's like a non-profit or technically the animathon's like a non-profit, right? I believe
I think so. Let me look it up.
it's run through a group. Yeah.
Amanathon. That's what I wrote. Amanathon. About. Let me just click on the about page. Animathon is a Japanese animation themed festival held annually in the city of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We've expanded our focus beyond screening anime and now also include voice actor guests from North America, musical acts from North America and Japan, improv groups, as well as various related activities such as gaming, costume contests, and more. Um,
Ooh.
Animeathon, as of 2004, is operated by the Alberta Society for Asian Popular Arts. So yes, nonprofit.
Profit. Nice.
Yeah,
So
and they do a
definitely,
lot of really cool stuff. That organization.
yeah, definitely, it's gonna be like a whole cool thing to like see how like the like non-profit organizations like especially do like social media nowadays. It's because it's like, sure, it's I remember doing it like looking into it when you were talking about animathon in general, but like um, just seeing how big has grown in the past 20 years or 15 to 20 years, it's like it's always interesting to see like how media this sort of information spreads so people get to
Hmm.
know more about animathon even though if they don't live in say Edmonton or even Alberta or even Canada. I have a feeling that you probably get international folks now coming
We
into that
do. Well, they
convention.
just said that we get musical acts from Japan now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this Animathon started back in 1994. by the Banzai Anime Club of Alberta, which spells out Baka. Fun fact, Baka.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's very cool. They literally started out as just like a one-day festival, and then throughout the year they would go into schools and classrooms and help out with their anime clubs.
Didn't you
And now they've
say
expanded.
right? I forget, like, or I guess like maybe I misheard it or misread it. It's like, was it like started by like, even if those like folks were like a association, right? Wasn't it like also started like in a university sense in a way? I think, or was just hosted in a university for all those years.
It was hosted in Grant McEwen's university residency for quite a while. And then it's now moved to the actual proper conference center here.
Okay, so definitely was hosting. So it's like I was thinking like, oh, maybe I thought it was like a like some maybe clubs and like uni decide to like band together and create a convention sort of thing.
Oh no.
But still, that's pretty cool. Like yeah, like I remember looking at the history. It's like it has definitely grown to like a pretty noticeable level for conventions. Because I think I remember like 2019 was at its peak at like 20K. I think that's still a lot of people.
Not 20K, 10K.
10K, but still, that's like
For Canadian standards, that's quite a bit.
yeah, no, that's quite a bit.
Man, oh my
get
god, I wish I would have won in 2013. Fucking Troy Baker was there. Are you fucking shit? You're fucking kidding me. Sorry. Christina V came up here in 2014.
Oh,
Oh. Sorry. Guys, don't
and
mind.
you were just there. You're still there too.
Oh, so many big names in the last few years. Like, guys, big names. Wow.
And also like I mean to be fair, it's like it's always been a thing for like English VAs to come over to anime conventions. I knew for like the fact there's like quite a bit that come to like Fanime, um, like even like the big guns ones who were doing like a lot of dubbing back in the early 2010s. So I think like John Bosch. Who else was there? I can't remember any of the big guys. But like the
Troy Baker. Sorry. He's big.
oh
If you guys know Last of Us, he's big.
Ooh,
But
yeah,
also for many more for a lot of that. But like we have had I don't know, honestly I'm not really good with actors with anime, unfortunately. Um Oh, Kyle Hubert. I know he's big.
oh yeah, that name is familiar. Trying to remember even older names. Like for I think like yeah, like many like VAs do go to like conventions obviously to do like the panels, the signings, and like that. But like I've noticed like they don't go to like any of like the big like they still go to the big ones, but they're also like starting to spread out to go to like even the smaller conventions like Animathon technically like back then or like not, like even smaller ones like in the
Josh Grell.
Midwest or around America, around North America. I've been around the world actually. I think about it. They're slowly opening up to go around the world.
That's right. I remember Ladybeard. That's funny.
Hey, that name is familiar.
Yes, came in Edmonton 2016.
Really? As Ladybeard,
Yeah,
like
as
full,
Ladybeard.
as
Yeah.
Ladybeard, yo, he's apparently really popping off in Japan.
Akira was
Ooh,
here in
the name is
2016.
familiar.
Damn. Yeah. Josh Grell, Max Middleman.
Oh, Max Millen, yeah. Look at that name. There's like a many. There's like many
Robbie
others.
Damon was here. What? Sorry. I'm very
What year
upset.
though?
2017.
Oh, you're still here too.
I was like, Robbie Damon is my life right now because of core critical role. Damn. Wow. Teddy Lloyd, Monica Ryle, Kanako Ito, Erica Lindbeck. Erica Lindbeck. That's a name. That seems familiar to me. I don't know how, don't know why, but yeah. Also a band called the 404s game.
Nice name.
Right?
Sounds familiar.
Oh, I'm sure. What is this? I don't even know. Julio Hebert, Rika, Misako Aoki, Asa Miyoko. Anyway, Sandra Limoy.
Having
Having
fun there.
fun. Yes. Hey, listen. That's actually the name of the band, I think.
Oh, I
Hey,
see.
listen. But yeah. So I might have potential with learning more PR things through Animathon,
That'd be cool.
depending if they liked the content I made for Toastmasters or not.
I mean, like, yeah, it's like I think it would be definitely similar, 'cause especially how you share content. It's like it'd be cool to like see how even again like how non-profit organizations share content, because like you do kind of see it sprinkled out throughout like Facebook, Twitter, and whatnot. So I was like, hey, we got an event going on. Da, 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 da. See like how they do their wording and all that stuff. It'd be cool to see like if you could get like catch on like new techniques in order
Yeah.
to like fully advertise for
Gotta cater to
your
certain
event.
audiences and such, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's an exciting thing coming up as well. Maybe. We'll see, knock on wood.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, more quicker recency thingies as of tomorrow, or I guess today because it's midnight here.
Hey.
Um, the baby's got her first pride.
Hey, right. You are volunteering at your Pride Parade. Pride Parade, right?
Pride Fest, because it's an actual
Fest.
proper festival happening in
Ooh.
my in how do I even describe Churchill Square? I don't.
Neighborhood
It's
or not center?
and no, it's like a big open plaza. I think is the best way to describe it near our
Yeah.
city hall.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, yeah. So, yeah, there's lots going on, like concerts, performances. There's beer garden. I mean, you gotta drink. You gotta have a beer garden. Lots of concerts, performances, and I'm volunteering to sell drink tickets. Apparently, we get some cool swag like a lanyard, a volunteer T-shirt,
Ooh.
and a water bottle. So that's very cool.
Yo.
My sister volunteered tonight, and she was driver actually for the volunteering, so she got to go drive and pick up people. Although from what
Ooh.
I heard is that she just had to be there on standby, so she didn't actually get to go drive and pick up any
Oh,
of
I
the acts,
see.
unfortunately. But she still got the swag at least, and still got to participate a bit in the
Yeah.
pride.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool.
I'll I'll be there as a drink ticket seller, so I get to sell drink tickets to people that can be redeemed at the beer tent. So it'll be fun. And then afterwards, I'm there from 3 to 7 p.m. And then I might just stick around afterwards just to check out the
Mm-hmm.
concerts and venues and party a little bit and then be like, all right, go. So yeah, that's exciting for that baby's first birth.
Reviews are great.
And it'll be fun. Before that is also free RPG day. So role playing games day, Rolling Tales, my very very nerdy shop that I can't stop talking about, and will always go no matter what. As soon as anyone's like,
It's a
"Would you
really
like to
cool
go?" I'm
spot.
like, "Yes, let's go." Uh,
It's a really cool spot, though. So.
they're doing a big day, big event day there,
Mm-hmm.
from like 10 to 6 p.m.
Ooh.
And yeah, they're gonna have like various like workshops, and they're gonna run some games. So I think there's gonna be a D&D one shot and a Cyberpunk one shot.
Yo,
There's some
interesting.
miniature painting, and you can go pick up free swag. So free dice,
Ooh.
free maps, resources, and stuff like that. So my
Yo, that's
sister and
pretty
I are gonna
cool.
go down after Northern Lights tomorrow.
And then see all that shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
All that amazing shit in Rolling Tales. Dude, that's gonna be probably a
Exactly.
pretty popping event.
Yeah, it'll be very fun. We did their free comic day last month, and that was really fun too.
Nice.
So yeah, they know how to do it, man.
They got their way.
Yeah, they even bring DJs and like hosts and such
Oh
to come out,
shit.
which is really wild. Yeah, and all local artists too.
That's pretty awesome.
Mhm.
That's quite awesome, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know her, Chelsea
Mm-hmm.
Sharks. She's gonna be there making postcard portraits and things like that for people who donate to
Ooh.
the food bank during the event. So that's gonna be really fun.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, so free dice, free shit. I'm down for that. So
Heck
tomorrow
yeah.
was actually like a busy day. Like I got Northern Lights
From
from
start to
9:30
end.
to 11, then down to Rolling Tales for a little while, and then back up, get ready, Pride.
Baby's Fruit Pride.
Baby's first Pride. So I'll be good. Also, Sunday is going to be big too because Northern Lights is having our social meetup.
Ooh.
So we're coming together to meet outside at a park and play some games for an hour, and then we're going to Mark's house for award ceremony and food and chatting and mixing and mingling.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun. We're gonna do that. And then after that, I teach my class. And then, yeah, back to the Monday to Wednesday next week is my job. And then after that,
I'm free.
I'm free to do all the Toastmastering shit.
And hopefully whatever the fuck you want thereafter.
Yeah. I actually do have some fun things planned for like the early July. So
Ooh.
July 6th, my friend Brooke, who I've talked about already like 3 times in this like update,
Yeah.
she actually is in a play. So I bought my sister and I tickets to go to the opening night on July 6th
Ooh,
to
nice,
support her.
nice.
Yeah, she auditioned for this right when I started subbing actually, and
Really?
then the first day or the second day
Mm-hmm.
was it that I got on that she said that she got the role and it starts
Oh, that's pretty
rehearsals right
cool.
away. So yeah, very small play, only 4 actors, but it seems like a really fun like comedy Jones
Ooh, okay.
comic
That's
shit
like
though.
a
So,
probably like a multiple act sort of thing, like multiple acting sort of thing. Just moving it
yeah,
forward.
yeah. So I've been hearing all her updates on like how rehearsals are going, and it seems really
Aw,
great.
that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's leading her to audition for more roles. So
Yo, that's pretty cool.
yeah. So that's happening July 6th, and then I'm going. I got my benefits activated. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
So I'm gonna go for a massage on July 13th.
Woohoo.
Yeah, 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 and redeem some of them redeem some of that benefits.
Get that good benefits. So now I think of benefits. I need to remind myself to get an appointment for classes. I still haven't done it yet.
Oh my God, Daryl!
I know, I'm great. It's
I'm
great.
writing that down on my sticky note.
Please do. I will definitely need to do it soon. Just so I can at least use it. So I can finally get new glasses. As much as I love this one, it's pretty worn out now. My blue light filter is starting to wear out a little bit, and it's kind of like showing like streakiness. I was like, this bothers the heck out of me now. Ooh, almost hit that truck.
Fair enough. I wrote it down on my sticky note for you.
I would get you.
Yeah, and then yeah, I might actually go to Animeathon this year in August, just to
Do
be
please
like,
do.
yeah, go there, get some swag, and
Would it
yeah, and
would it be your first convention in Canada?
no.
Oh, okay.
I went to a smaller one here in my city that they used to run through in Northlands, but Northlands has shut down quite a bit, so I don't know if they've run since then. But my friends in high school and I
Mm-hmm.
went when I was in university to a small little I don't even remember what it was called to be honest, but it was tiny. It only took up one exhibit hall out of like the 5.
Oh.
Very tiny, but it was like definitely like gamer stuff, and like I
Oh,
think they
okay.
even had like LAN, like
Oh,
a
like
LAN set
yeah,
up
like
and such.
land setup to do then
Yeah,
gaming.
yeah, yeah. So some like anime things and booths and merch and such.
Mm,
That's very, very low key, like compared to
right.
Animathon, like baby.
Yeah.
Uh, but otherwise,
Because
my main conventions have been VidCon 2015 and Indie PopCon 2016.
and TwitchCon
Oh, TwitchCon Europe in 2019.
and did you go to which one's the London one?
Oh, London VidCon as well in
London VidCon.
2018. Was it 2018 or 2019? 2018.
I think it was 18. That's it. I feel like you've been to one more.
No?
It's like I was trying to think. It's like, yeah, I don't know if we went to the anime convention in London. I don't remember if you did.
No, I didn't get to go to MCM.
Oh yeah, MCM, yeah.
I was busy dying as a teacher.
Ah, right. Okay.
Or I think maybe it was also like a weekend where I started one of my trips, maybe? I don't remember, but I
Right.
didn't go.
Okay.
But yeah, so VidCon 2015 in Anaheim.
Mm-hmm.
Indie Pop Con in Indiana.
The
Then,
true nerd con.
yeah, True Nerd Con. Then, yeah, London VidCon 2018, TwitchCon 2019.
Ooh, so this will definitely
London
be.
London VidCon and Twitch EU when it was in Berlin.
Yeah. I
Last few
was
years it's
still.
been in Amsterdam.
Oh.
Which
Still amazing
fucking
to.
shit, I wanna go to Amsterdam. Anyway.
Still amazed that both of us technically have been to a TwitchCon.
Mm-hmm. I went
Technically.
to the very first Europe one.
And I went to the very first one.
Yeah, yeah.
The very first one in San
Uh,
Francisco. And then I moved to San Diego shortly thereafter.
that was one of my favorite cons. Because the High Rollers crew.
Yeah, I was like, I think it was High Roller still. That was the one that really brought you in, where you
Yeah.
like you get yourself updated with High Rollers before you getting there. I think I remember that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, like binging that like crazy, trying to get caught up, and I was a few episodes behind. And I had one of the people spoil it to me that like, don't worry, I know you're at the point where my character died, but there's a way to bring her back. I promise you. I was like, okay, great. And then I got to watch their one shot that they did at TwitchCon Europe in Berlin.
Aw, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Nate Wants the Battle played in that cast, and there's another guest
Oh,
star too, which is really cool.
dude, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, one that was a fun con. Plus, it was in Berlin, which is really cool.
Doing a little history trip and nerdy trip.
Yeah, and like good food and unique little restaurants, like a Peter Pan themed bar I went to
Oh
in
yeah, I
Berlin.
forgot
That
about
was
that.
very wild. And I went on a hot air balloon that I did.
Right, I forgot
Mm-hmm.
about that.
Right above Checkpoint Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very wild, very fun. And then London VidCon was aight.
Not as great grand as like the actual VidCon in
Well, both of
Anaheim.
them for me were kind of meh,
Oh, I see.
if
It
I'm
was definitely a
honest.
meetup convention, I believe, right?
Yeah, just not a lot going on for both of those for me that really enjoyed it. What made up for Anaheim was like all the friends and people I met.
Oh yeah.
So that was big for that. Like VidCon in Anaheim was huge.
You
Like,
met quite a bit of people, which I'm so jealous about. I still wish I went, but
yeah, I met, well, she doesn't go by this anymore, but Super Mary Madface. So Ken's girlfriend, Cinnamon Toast Ken's
ah,
girlfriend. Yeah, and now they're married, I think, and have kids. My God, the
damn,
times,
the
the time.
times. That's been 7 years ago since you've been there. Holy fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Met her. I met Markiplier, Wade, Pat, Marie, um,
God.
Ross from Grumps. Well, now he's Rubber Ninja Ross. He does his own drawing stuff now. Holly as well. When they were together. Oh God. Now they're not. Yeah. Okay. There's that too. I met Matthew Santoro, big Canadian YouTuber, who moved to LA for quite a while, but he's back in Canada. Wow, yeah, Jesus Christ, so much. Captain Sparkles,
Mm-hmm.
I met Smallish Beans
Oh yeah, you
and
did.
and SD lady,
Ellie
SL,
Shadow Lady, I think.
LD Shadow lady, one of those letters, yes.
Yeah, like, I was like, I
Met
think I know where you were
her.
going with this.
She gave me a big hug, and
Aww.
her and I talked about. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to do this to my heart, but we talked about zombie.
Oh.
Yeah, all that actually got me. I can't believe we talked about zombie mold with fucking Aldi.
Really?
But she heard of Vox Populi and how successful that server was back then.
Oh. Yeah, cause she was a big she still is a big Minecraft VTuber
Yeah.
or YouTuber. Jesus Christ,
Hmm.
girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, no, like I remember I used to watch a lot of her stuff
Hmm.
back then when I
Hmm.
was still in that Minecraft phase. So, yeah, no, I didn't even know. I don't think you ever told me. Maybe I forgot. Most likely, I forgot that Ellie Shadow Lady actually knew about Fox Populi. Granted, to be fair, if you've watched Wade, and to some extent Mark, you would have heard it. Like in the early days, you would have heard about it.
Yeah, drunk Minecraft.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
on
I
the
love
other
those
elusive
people.
server.
And then there's any popcorn that I met, like all of the rest of them, basically, like N D Live, Molly, She Flights, AJ, Bob. I met basically, yeah, the rest of the crew really there.
You did.
Tyler.
Oh yeah.
Tyler. That was a big one for me because we were pretty close then.
Yeah, you're really connected to Tyler.
Yeah, that was big. And then, yeah, I met some of my. Well, now I'm getting all sad here because I met my Vox Populi
Oh
friends at Indie PopCon too, like
yeah.
Suze and. Oh, Mikhail.
Mhm.
All those guys too.
The whole group, because that was the big group that really brought our fun times in Emerald.
Yeah, yeah. Met them all there. Jeez.
Man.
And I got to meet like some of the voice actors and actresses from Ruby. No. Okay. And I got to attend a panel of the voice of Mario. Okay, so what else?
Damn, look at you.
Yeah. No. Yeah, Any Popcorn was great. Any Popcorn, I think, was top for all of them.
Mhm.
My number one is Any Popcorn.
Right.
Number two might be VidCon 2015 just because the peeps.
It's definitely the people convention.
Yeah, and then it was TwitchCon Europe and then VidCon London.
Yeah, we'll definitely see what
I was just too new to London to really know all the London creators
you
at the
were.
time.
You were
Although I
20.
got to meet Tom's. Oh, I got to meet Tomska.
You did,
And
and like a whole bunch of
I did
others.
get to meet Gabby Hanna, who has since then become very problematic in my life. And Hannah Witten, who's just fabulous.
Oh yeah,
So
you forget about you. You didn't meet Hannah Witten. She's...
I got to see David Hasselhoff at TwitchCon Europe, okay?
Wait,
And
actually, they were at TwitchCon Europe.
yeah, David Hasselhoff was there.
For what? Like, actually.
A panel presentation? Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes. Was it TwitchCon Europe or London VidCon? I don't remember. One of the two. But yes, David Hasselhoff was there.
I mean, I kind of get VidCon. I'm trying to think about like what would he be starring in TwitchCon? But damn,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Good times, good times. But yes, I guess my first real convention in a long time will be Animathon this summer.
It would be, and it's like same thing for me. Like my first convention back was Fanime, so it's like both of us is gonna be an anime convention this time around.
Can't wait to see all of the fucking Genshin shit that'll be there again.
Probably Genshin, Spy Family, Demon Slayer. Probably some Attack on Titan.
None of the ones that we currently watch. That's all I'll say.
So some Attack on Titan and Shield Hero. I mean, if it's anything like reflects Fanime, I'd see those.
I mean, they have Genshin people coming to the convention.
They are. They are coming.
So it's gonna be pretty Genshin heavy.
Yes, I mean, I feel like every convention now is very Genshin heavy.
Tomo Arts Market wasn't, although there was still a lot of it, but there's still also some like nice flashbacks, like Card Captors and Sailor Moon, and
see that's the thing I want to know when you do go to Animathon. It's like see how many like series that you are surprised to see there, like either old or new, because like they do definitely change. Like I mean every anime convention I believe is always different, unless if you're AX, which is very diverse, or any of like the really really big conventions around the world. They're pretty diverse, but like in terms of like the small things, it's like usually it's the more popular ones obviously first, but at the same time it's the wonder what comes after that. What do you see most often?
Yeah, Pokemon.
Pokemon, I could see that. Definitely Pokemon. I did see a couple Digimon as well. Like I think for anime, I definitely saw a couple Digimon. Quite a lot. Quite a few Digimon actually. I was surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but not like a lot of like. Surprisingly, like I was thinking like the big classics like Naruto Shippuden,
Haven't seen it.
some Dragon Ball Z's like even that.
Oh yeah.
But definitely like in gaming, there's gonna be quite a bit of gaming like Persona. I think I might have seen a couple Animal Crossing stuff as well.
Yeah.
Pokemon, yeah, there should be some. Um, I'm trying to recall everything Artist Alley. So it's gonna be very interesting when you get to see your Artist Alley and be like, ooh,
Yeah.
what kind of art do I want to get? Sort of thing. Hopefully.
We'll see. Well, yeah, it's at least that's the few things I've planned this summer. I'm also doing one
Mm-hmm.
more thing because I'm a teacher with my school board.
Hey.
There's 500 free passes for 1 day admission to Fort Emerson Park.
Ooh.
I don't think I ever told you about Fort Emerson Park. I don't know if you would like it or not, but
I think you kind of
before
told me about
Edmonton
it.
became a city, we were a fort that the British created. So it's a lot of that history.
Mm-hmm.
And the original walls of the fort still stand, so it's kind of cool to go there, and people get all dressed up in costume and reenact like the historical experience and explain a lot of that kind of cool stuff.
Ooh, interesting.
I love it. It's one of my favorite things about it. So I got a free pass to go there this summer.
Nice.
And then my sister and I found out some cool things that there's some really neat like classes being held this summer outdoors
Ooh.
for adults, like pottery and like creative writing and like that kind of stuff. I haven't looked at any of it yet because I'm kind of broke right now until
Oh.
payday. So
Yo, this place looks
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
This is so oldie. I love it.
yeah. It wasn't open when you were here. That's right, because it's only open with
Ah,
yeah,
that sucks. But
May.
dude, this is awesome.
Yeah. Fordhampton Park is rad. Some good history
They got
sheets.
a little old streetcar line in their whole thing. That looks really cool, actually.
Yeah, you can make bannock on a stick, which is like an indigenous thing,
Ooh.
which is very cool. Yeah, it's actually really awesome. It's a very fun experience. So yeah, it's like a live action historical like walkthrough
Mm-hmm.
of what Edmonton used to be like when the British came.
The damn British.
The British.
The
So
British.
yeah, that's at least I got a little bit going on this summer, which is nice.
Yeah, you got like some like fun events to go attend to
Yeah.
and like look around and experience. That's really cool.
Agreed. I agree. I might
I
go to
enjoy it.
Heritage Days in August, long weekends, which is our
Nice.
big like world fair basically, where we have a
Ooh.
shit ton of tents from a lot of countries
Yo,
are
that's
set up
cool.
across Horlick Park, and they serve their own food, and they have like merch for like their countries, the typical things that they wear, like
Mm-hmm.
traditional wear and arts and things, and food. Like that's what the tents are all comprised of. Then they got stages set up everywhere to have performances from a lot of the countries and things like that.
Yeah,
So
that's
like
pretty awesome.
dances and singing and that kind of stuff. So it's very cool. You can get like food tickets and drink tickets, and yeah, you can go around and try different foods, and it all costs a certain number of tickets, and yeah, it's kind of fun.
Dude, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a huge thing here, and it's all outdoors, and it's lovely. I might go down again. I don't live too far from it, so like
Hey, just kind of tootle your way down there.
twiddle my way down.
Tootle your way down. I don't know why I thought I used that using that word, but tootle.
Toodle.
Tootle.
Yeah, and there's Shakespeare in the Park that I want to go to as well, because I'm a fucking nerd.
You gotta get
But,
that nerd in ya.
oh, they're doing Midsummer's Night Dream. They're doing a comedy this year instead of a tragedy. I want to go. It's with Bottom. It's with the guy that gets a donkey head. I want to go.
That's a way to put it. A
But
donkey head.
it is the play with a donkey head.
play with a donkey.
See, dum dum.
I'm not much of a Shakespeare. I don't know about Shakespeare. I know you do know a lot of Shakespeare.
I do. I was about to say it's the one with Desdemona. I'm like, no, Violet, it's Othello. The fuck? I can't remember their names right now, but it's kind of like these two couples fall underneath the spell of some fairies because the fairies are like, this isn't right. These couples are not meant to be. We gotta make sure that they actually love each other and get married. And so they give them like magic and potions, and then like the next person that they wake up next to will be the one they fall in love with, but then they fall asleep next to the wrong person, and then they fall in love with the wrong person. It gets all confusing, and then like the fairies are like, oh no, we made a mistake. We gotta fix it. And yeah.
Damn. Damn, what a way to put it.
It's a fun time.
Sounds like a fun time, definitely. Feel like.
And then it's Shakespeare because there's like a group of actors in there that are putting on their own play, and that's where Bottom comes in. And he's the one that wanders off in the forest because he's all like, no one listens to me. And then he gets cut in the magic, and his head gets turned into a donkey, and he falls in love with the Queen Fairy.
Dang.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Shakespeare, man, I don't know.
Shakespeare is sometimes a different breed. It's like,
when
what the fuck?
When I explain it like that, I'm like, oh, man, I sound high. Was he high?
And if he was, I wanna have what he had.
I want that level of stuff right now.
You want that level? You want that high?
I guess she's so high.
Na.
Yep. So that is. Oh, I haven't even talked about my classes in high school, but
Ooh.
do we even have time for it? Not really. Chaotic stuff. You know, guys, I will tell you this. I have a TikTok now.
I like how it goes chaotic to TikTok. Wait, chaotic to TikTok.
When you stand at a demigod. That's not my TikTok. You can find me on TikTok, same username as on Twitch, a mythical Dragyn, and the reason why I brought it up is because I share a story of my kiddos sometimes, and some of the wild things that they have put me through.
You do.
Lately. There's one in particular where I was like, let's have a fun Friday night D&D story to bless your Monday with, and this is from earlier on Monday, and I talk about the moment where my kids spend 40 minutes talking about how they would scam someone and this involves I'll share the story, why not, where it's sort of like, yes, you're gonna be like one of those people that will get like a piece of paper and have an unlit match, and then you're gonna use some sort of magical spell to light the paper on fire without actually lighting the match on fire.
Oh my god.
And scam people like, look at this, it's the match, that's the reusable match kind of thing. Which is just ridiculous.
That sounds special. That sounds very special.
Like, I bet we can evolve that to throwing water on a tree and then the tree catches on fire. And I'm like, what? And it kept going like that for quite a while about them explaining the elaborate prank behind it. Yeah, so one of you can go get a bucket of water, and then the other one can cast a fire cantrip, and you do it at the same time where you go 1, 2, 3, throw the water, light on fire, tree.
Tree.
I was like, okay, sure. And it led to some really good one-liner in that session. How do you, the one character was just like, yeah, wow, thank you for listening to our session on how do you light a tree with water on fire.
What was loud?
How do you light a tree with water on fire?
That explains everything.
Yeah, so that was one. And it's funny because they never said that they went out of character to discuss this. So I made the old man that was giving them the quest for the fucking campaign sit there and listen to all of it and just drinking his tea, and they're like, yep. And then one of the characters tried to scam him after talking about scams. So I'm like, yeah, you're rolling everything at disadvantage. I don't care. And the old man read through it, got mad at him, get out of my house. We have given you everything you need. Get out. And on the way out, my other students, so not even my regular shit disturber, the other one, was like, should I be bad or not? I'm gonna roll a d20. Evens, I do something bad. Odds, I do something good.
Oh
And I was
no,
like, oh god. And
that's
he rolled a
scary.
natural 20. So he did the baddest thing he can think of, which was to use Major Illusion to summon a Draco Lich. So a Dragon Lich in this old man's house. Old man rolled a natural 1 to try to see through the illusion. Got so terrified he basically shat his pants and ran out the house.
I love that.
And so the kids
I love
were
that so
felt
much.
so bad. They felt so bad. So they ran after him and was like, no, 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 I'm so sorry, sir. And the ones who originally scammed him was like trying to scam him again. Like, he's like, oh, well, sir, if you give me all the money you have, I'll go get rid of that chocolate for you. No problem, sir. Give me that money. Every the money you can. Give it to me. Give it to me. And he rolled persuasion with disadvantage, and I rolled insights with advantage. Poor man still only got a 10, and the player got a 22 in deception. So I was like,
Jeez.
he throws the bag of money in fear in your direction and begs you to please save his house.
Oh my god.
Finally, the character that did the major image decided to dispel it and give the old man 10 platinum as a huge apology for like everything that they just put him through. And the old man's like, thanks, I'm just gonna get up and go for a walk now. But please do not be here when I come back. Thank you. Um,
Man, what a mood.
yeah. And then it led to this session tonight, which was more chaos, let's be honest, where it led to them figuring out what they want to do, and it led to a shopping episode. Oddly enough, the only thing they bought was healing potions, which I mean, I guess that's fair. They don't have a cleric on this team. They have squishy spellcasters, a druid, a paladin, and a rogue.
Ooh.
So they got health potions, which is smart for them because they're going to be facing a lot of enemies in the jungle here in the next couple weeks. So smart on them to get that. And then it led to them trying to scam people in the most weirdest way. So the two characters I've been talking about this the whole entire time decided to team up again and try to scam people on the dock market. So like this is like a market on ships basically. So each ship has their own shop and they sell their own wares, that kind of thing.
Right.
And so what they decided to do is use minor illusion to make it look like a stall. Like kind of like a shopping stall or whatever, like an old-fashioned stall. And that like the one character would be behind it, and then what they would do is make the other character use an air progress, so it's even funnier when that's an important detail. Where they realize, oh crap, we never actually brought a table or a crate with us. We don't have anything to do your tricks on. And so the air croaker's like, wait, I can be the trick. And I'm like, what?
Hyper
What do you mean
Salungguhit
you can be the
Savage
trick?
17 is now following.
Also, thank you, Hyper Savage, for the follow. Thank you, thank you.
Hi Hyper, welcome. I'm talking about
I
D&D.
forgot that. I forgot my little thing went off. I was just like, that kind of went off.
Yeah. Hi. So let's do the air croaker going like, I can be the trick. And I'm like, all right, explain to me what you're doing. And so what they would do is he would go in front of the stall, and the other character would put a tablecloth over him. And then what he would do underneath the cloth is because he also has minor illusion. They all have minor illusion. It's
All of
great
them?
time for me. Almost all.
Oh, jeez.
I think 4 of the characters have minor illusion.
Oh, double G's.
Yeah. So the character, the air croaker underneath the blanket, we use minor illusion to make it look like he transformed himself into a table. And so when he'd lift off the blanket, they would see air croaker on all 4s. And then they lift the blanket over and it's a table.
Oh my god.
Needless to say, the whole crowd saw through the bullshit except for one person who was like, yeah, this is really cool. Woo! The other crowd was just like, no, don't throw money at them. He's a liar. They're scamming.
They're scamming.
They're scamming. And led to this whole scene where this one character committed about 8 crimes in a span of 10 minutes because he started harming people and civilians. And he cheated and bribed someone. And then it resisted arrest and then obstruction of justice and basically led to him going to jail. So this is just great. Now they have to deal with the fee and everything like that. Next week, which is great because even more things happened. He committed more crimes in the precinct. So
oh my god. It just never stops.
It really is nonstop chaos in this campaign.
Oh my god, that's beautiful. Also, just scrolling through Twitch, to be honest, I could use some advice. Ooh, what kind of advice? We'll try our best to give
A-
some advice.
Ask a mythical dragon.
Ask the dragon.
Ask a dragon. We'll help you.
Ask the dragon.
So that's one
What's starting to
class.
die here?
Oh, I know. That's my one Friday night class. It's just all chaos here.
Yep.
Wednesday night class. They're near the end of their campaign actually. So they had to deal with a wild magic surge, and if you don't know what that is, it's wild.
Sounds wild. Sounds very wild.
Yo, dog, I heard you like wild.
I
But
heard you
no,
wildin'. Wildin'?
basically, wild magic is like when you cast a spell, another magical effect occurs with it.
Oh, interesting,
And
interesting.
so I had to deal with this magical sorcerer orb, and the sorceress misplaced it, and it was her arcane focus. All this kind of fancy D&D terms that no one really knows unless you know D&D.
Mm-hmm.
And she misplaced it and has spent like the last 10 years looking for it. Finally found it in this town and caused chaos around it.
Oh my god.
Because even though she didn't have her orb, anytime she cast spells, a magical effect had occurred. So that fight took forever for my kids to get through because of all the random magical effects that occurred because of the orb and because of the lady.
Oh jeez.
And I realized I made one of the fairies that went with them in the Feywild also have wild magic. So
Damn.
it was a pretty chaotic battle. We just got through it, and then there's some like treason and things that happened amongst the council members that they had to deal with. Luckily, they saved the main person in power, like saved their leadership. So they did one really good thing there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last part of the session is them basically trying to help the town return to normal because everything got changed and affected. So it was wild.
It's just a whole wild time.
Yeah, like some of the random town like citizens got unicorn horns or like blue hair or a
Oh
pink
my
beard,
god.
or they were randomly teleporting 60 feet in a different direction every like 6 seconds in a minute. So like 10 times of just teleporting all over the
Doom,
place,
doom,
or flying
doom,
or floating
doom.
or having magical creatures float
I was
around their
about to fall out of my chair.
heads. It was just wild.
That's beautiful. I love it.
So that was a very wild, fun campaign.
Woohoo.
And then my other kiddos, I haven't really met with them the last couple of weeks because no one would really show up.
Stretch.
Oh, okay, stretch too. I know you can't see me, but I stretch.
Oh god, I almost fell off my chair. I'm about to fall
Oh,
off this chair because this chair is kind of rocky.
oh yeah, one last really golden quote from tonight's session was, I can heal you on the battlefield, but I can't heal you for life."
I expected something worse than that, but granted, these are kids, so I probably shouldn't expect too much worse than that.
I love that line though. I can heal you on the battle, but I can't heal you for life.
That's a mood, though.
That's such a mood.
It's like, huh? Nah.
No, they talked about like being a charlatan cleric where like they would charge to be healed.
Oh
So
my
like be like,
god.
"Oh, you want me to heal your hit points? Give me 50 gold." And then they also talked about like about like therapy as well. But like, well, we could have like a cleric join our team and just be our therapist. So like instead of healing us physically, they can just heal us mentally.
Sheesh.
And I was like, guys, don't give me ideas. I will bring an NPC in. I will bring an NPC therapist.
Oh my god.
And they're all laughing at that. So yeah, those are the two campaigns that at least I've met regularly with. The other
Mm-hmm.
was because of Father's Day weekend, and you guys had your other long weekend recently. So
Yep.
and it just hasn't worked out. Literally only one student would show up every week. I'm like, sorry, we can't do much.
I see, I see.
So we would literally chat for 15, 20 minutes, the one student and I, and then I'm like, well, it was nice catching up. See you next week, hopefully with the whole group. So we'll see how this goes.
Dang, look at that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And then I have an quote unquote in real life, friendly, fun adult D&D group that I DM for now because it's my sister, her friends, her ex, and my friend Hen who all play.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been fun. They're in the Feywild too because it's the Feywild and it's great. And they are on their way to help some weird magic shit going on.
Ooh.
Yeah, magical creatures that are born and created through this faction of fairies in the Feywilds. Yeah, every like 1 in 6 creatures that they create comes out in an amalgamation.
Ooh.
So, like for example, they have little creatures called drittins, which is what my students have created, which are dragon kittens. And so they normally have like scaly wings, floofy body, floofy like a dragon tail. Not a floofy dragon tail, but a scaly dragon tail, floofy
Mm-hmm.
body, floofy face with like a dragon snout.
Ooh.
Very cute little creatures. But
Nice,
like let's
nice.
say 1 in 6, so the sixth one being born would then have like only one wing, and like half the face would be fluffy, half the face would be scaly, and then like floofs of fur throughout the body, and then scales everywhere. Like very
Dang.
mismatched, and the regular abilities the kitten has, they don't have. So
Mm-hmm.
just literally a walking, weird looking like dragon cat that goes meow,
Aww.
meow. And unfortunately, because of their resources and things, they end up killing them off because they're not what they cannot do what they were meant to do,
Right.
and they don't want to do that anymore. So they went and tried to find help, and hopefully these guys can figure out who the fuck is messing with their magic, because it definitely is someone messing with their magic.
Someone is doing it.
Yes. So it's been very fun to get that started too. So at the 4 times a week, taught full time.
Dang.
I'm on Toastmasters a lot. All on a busy bee.
Such a busy bee.
But it's alright. It's slowing down here soon.
Then you can finally take like a little relax.
I can sleep in.
Heck yeah. Time
I don't.
to pull the summer schedule and be like,
I only ever wake up early for Northern Lights on Saturday. That's
hey, it's a mood, but it's a good mood.
the rest of the time. Like, well, you want me to wake up at 8 a.m.? No time.
It's like, forget that. I'm gonna snooze and I'm gonna snooze hard.
Oh my god, from work. Yes. That's so exciting. I'm gonna have coffee tomorrow. I need some caffeine. I brought my taco home. My senora squishy taco.
Ooh.
Alrighty, I'll just
Senor,
clear my bed so I can go
Senor,
flop after this.
Senor Blanco Taco? No, not Blanco.
Blando.
Blando.
Yes, Blando. Blanco is white.
I was about to was like, what am I saying? White taco.
He's not white, he's yellow, so he is an amarillo taco.
Amarillo taco. That's such a noise.
I can't believe Amarillo made you laugh.
Yes.
My taco has lettuce, which is the lechuga.
I
It
just
has
wanted to say
tomatoes.
my taco has fuck.
My taco has fuck.
Yes.
Oh my god, now I really want to make a little video of my taco again on TikTok and be like, y'all want some fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm a taco. You want the fuck?
Yeah, my taco has a little lettuce and tomatoes sticking out of it and some cheese.
Ooh.
So lechuga, tomates, y queso. And he's a yellow tortilla boy.
He has that yellow corn tortilla.
He's a cool.
Why did I say corn tortilla like that? Like a corn tortilla.
You're so strange.
I'm always
Um,
stirring.
but I think that's all my updates. But yeah, I just can't wait till the end of the month to get fucking paid. Because I'm not gonna lie, things got expensive and tight because I got a new bed
Mm-hmm.
and I had to get junk removal, and a lot of that was really expensive. So I'm kind
Aww.
of broke. Things are really tight until the 31st. So
1 more week, hopefully.
I will not make it. But it's fine.
Aww.
It's a tight time, yeah, because I decided to downsize my bed to have more room in my room,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm happy I did it. But I'm also like cries at bank account.
Cries and no money.
Literally, I'm down to like under 100. So
Ooh.
yes, it's that tight, but it's okay. I survived somehow, some way.
You survive in a way. You will survive, as what Gloria Gaynor would say.
Oh my god. You're a nerd.
I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. That's beautiful.
You see me. Oh, I'm gonna get my phone charger. Where is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like all the noises.
Yeah.
Canada.
Canadian noises. Canadian.
Moose.
Maloose.
Moose.
It's like a moose
Whatever
on a
the
loose.
fuck a beaver sounds like.
Maloose. Maloose.
That's
Or
not a
say-
beaver. Also, Tim Hortons has partnered up with Justin Bieber again to make like new things, and they improved the Timbits that he made, which is really good, and they're
Ooh.
yummy now. And there's a new Bieber brew, and it's a cold brew coffee, and it's French vanilla cold brew, and it's fucking good.
Dang. Out of the good things that Justin Bieber would bring out, it'd be that.
He has elevated Tim Hortons to a new level, and I appreciate
Really
it.
did.
Yeah, French vanilla cold brew, man.
And
It is-
improved Timbits.
Yes.
So we got some improved Timbies.
Yeah.
Timbiebs.
I think one of the flavors is birthday cake waffle flavored, and then there's chocolate chip Timbits, and and the other one I don't remember what it is, but it's really yummy.
It was delicious.
Yeah, so it was really great, and I love it. I don't want it to leave, but as all good things must
It's
come to
limited
an end.
time.
Yeah, that's a Shakespeare quote. All good things must come to an end.
Just like the street.
All's
Maybe.
well that ends well.
All's well that ends well. Yep.
Oh, Shakespeare. It's what it is, right? Much ado about nothing.
Oh my god, you're just going all Shakespeare.
Going all shake boy.
Shake boy? Yeah!
I'm very tired.
I hope you stop the stream while you're gonna see what I just did.
I do not, because I'm plugging in something.
Aww. It's beautiful. I just love doing that shit. Yeah!
You should clip it for me.
Shimmy shimmy!
Oh god.
My webcam keeps going off.
I can't plug
Off thingy.
Oh,
Aww. Hi, short. Why am I laughing about it?
I'm so mean.
I'm just like, why did I start laughing? What the fuck? I'm terrible. I'm terribly.
Okay. I need to sleep though. I need to be up in 7 hours.
Oh yeah. I realize we're getting close to midnight now.
It's your fault. You started us late.
I know. I'm my bad. I didn't expect it to like go a little bit later than usual, or start later than usual. But yeah.
And you knew this was gonna be a long one.
I know. I did. Even though you still managed to truncate it, we still managed to get to 3 hours only because we had like 20 minutes of like talking about conventions and other shit. So. 23
I mean, I could have gone into more details on Toastmasters, but fuck.
Nah, you don't have to. I know the bullshit. They shouldn't know the bullshit.
Some bullshit is just meant for bullshit ears.
Like mine.
Eh.
Yeah. Why are we like this? Anyways, thank you so much, Dragyn, for being such an awesome guest as always for Dragyn Talk Friyays.
No hay problema. Me disfruto. Something being here? Yeah.
One of those things.
One of those things.
You want to go speak out your
Right, my things. Hi, I'm Dragyn.
She's Dragyn.
I'm getting back into YouTube content creation in July, so videos will be backing up and going in July. I have Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter to find me when I post things like fundraising and TikToks and retweeting my friends' stuff because I am a big supporter of everybody.
Wow.
And then buy me coffee because I'm broke, please. Thank you.
Yep. And then
And then Extra Life, I am fundraising for Extra Life again this year. It's a charity organization that helps fundraise monies for Children's Miracle Network hospitals across North America and the world. My local hospital is part of that network, so I'm currently fundraising for my local children's hospital. They need the support and help because COVID has managed to mess up so much of their services that any and every donation will help out the little kiddos with their treatments, illnesses, surgeries, and treatment options. So please click and donate.
Yeah, definitely donate to the following and all that. Oh, and all her stuff too. She's a pretty amazing person, and she's also a great derp. So if you need some derp stuff, she's there.
I have plenty of derpage in my derp canal.
Please don't put it like that. Plenty of derpage in my derp canal. That's the shit Dragyn says. Plenty of derpage in the derp canal. A mythical dragon. Ooh, let me not tag the wrong person. Hashtag shit Dragyn says.
That's just some of the samples of content that I will provide.
Oh, not hashtag caught live, not at caught live. I don't want another person to know about this.
You're weird.
Plenty of derpage in the dark now. But yeah, that's the Dragyn, and all her stuff. And again, as for me, if you haven't already, if you're watching this on YouTube, go subscribe to me on YouTube. But if you're watching this on le Twitch, there's my stuff right there. Oh, yeah. My butt is being butt sometimes whenever we decide to post different times at the same time. Yeah, go follow me on YouTube if you haven't already to see all my past videos and streams and all that stuff. Go follow me on Twitter if you love my stupidity or the stupid shit that we say here. Usually I try to convey that in our Twitter. And plus some posts like some cool fun stuff, I guess, while I'm out and about ish. And then on Instagram, I try my best to upload pretty photos. Maybe this weekend I'll try to find some good places to upload pretty photos of. So go follow me there. I try my best to take more and more pictures. But yeah. But yeah, thank you again, Dragyn, for being again such an amazing guest, and hopefully we can have you for more here in the future. Maybe when you're finally out of the school stuff, we can.
Mm-hmm. As of next week, I am your oyster.
The oyster comes back.
A mythical oyster.
The oyster comes back. There you go. The delirium's kicking in, guys. So yeah, thank you guys so much for coming in. If you're watching this live, thank you guys for so much for watching this live. If you're watching this in live, thank you so much for going all the way through the end of our stupidity. And I think we're going to crash here in the next couple of minutes. But in any case, I do hope you guys have a great day or night, wherever the heck you are. Hope you guys have a great weekend. If you're watching this live, hope you guys have a great rest of your week. If you're watching this on the VOD, and yeah, that's Dragyn over there. This is Spam Waits. Let's see if I can do this right. See ya.
Buenas noches.
Bye. Buenas noches. Adios.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bon voyage.
Konbawa. Where are we going with that? Bye.